starting from the second circle with PR Extreme.
Yeah, so there is that also to note, right? Like, there's a blue zone to start, and it starts to close itself pretty quickly, so you need to be ready, you need to be on the move. And also, like you said, you can't kind of hang out in the blue for too long. It is a little more punishing than maybe the other modes. Why? Because we're starting out smaller, so it's got to be a little bit more, you know, forceful with its action. Now, TB has rolled up pretty close.
See if we can get some first bit of action here. Take some car damage along with it to start off. But here it is, first bit of it.
Damage done. DG98. Wait, is this the actual DG98?
Nah, it can't be.
The grenade's around the corner there. The door is blown off. He's
very
gonna try
aggressive
to run
position,
in.
though.
Oh my goodness. He does have that Mark 14 and the M4. Little bit of damage done to his opponent, but he himself still full health. Rashe never able to pull the trigger with that MP5 just yet.
I mean, the other team right now has to be very aggressive with this one player that invaded the other team's territory here.
All right, Molly right at his feet. He's
going to
run through
it.
it. There you go. That looks to be our first kill, DG98.
A little aggressive, I would have to say, with other three players back in their own zone, with one player with the ghillie with a lot of weapons. Seemingly over-aggressive on that play made it easy for the other team to get that first kill.
It seemed like he got caught on the other side of the street where no one else was able to
Ankit,
cross over.
welcome.
MCY
losing their first player.
Yeah, looks like they're going to have to abandon their first player there. Kyungju is down. So Jam here, the rest of WD, seeing if they can cover, get themselves that res. As action has started to pick up, Circle 2 has moved itself more up towards the mall and exhibit hall or on the edges now. Chester down in the southwest. But right now, everybody wants to just get as central as they can because, again, that you're more likely to be in the next couple circles the more center you can get.
Yeah, and the teams that started off at the mall should have just stayed at the mall with the second action being starting off here.
Oh, 2 down already. L doing a great job on the front lines. There's 3. Only 1 left here. As everybody swarming around. TV doing a great job. 1 more kill. They've got themselves a really nice situation, but Netify doing a great job here on his own. He's weak, and finally he's taken down.
It's the first team that will be knocked off from this round 1. It was a close fight, though. Seemingly, with that 1 player left over, did get a lot of kills. And this team does get the first knockout of this match, but it's going to come at a cost with 2 players down already. They're going to try to look for the green flare guns at the end of the game.
Exactly. So it's okay if you lose 1 player early.
Sure.
You can recover from that pretty well if you're able to establish some territory. There is, when you do call in, I think an interesting thing, you do call in that green flare gun, maybe explain what the player's going to go through.
You're going to have to go through a lot of drone credits if you haven't spent it already on the red flare guns, if you did try to save them for an insurance cost a little bit later in the game. And if they did, you're going to just buy it off the drone store, just like a red flare gun, charge it up, shoot it up in the air, and you're going to see your other player that you summon back here come in. Basically bare flesh, just no helmet, no bodyguard, nothing like that. And they're going to have to start looting from there to try to become that significant other player to help out their team.
Right, so if you get called back in, you have to parachute down, you have nothing, so you got to come through, find equipment again to really be useful to your team, because again, you don't come through in this mode with much. Now, we are out in the blue here for MCY after they suffered an early loss. Meanwhile, WD under pressure. But with their Dragon Mobile.
A nice vehicle,
It's got some coffins on it, too. Maybe this isn't exactly, maybe like a vampire mobile?
Yeah, this guy spent a lot of money on the Lord of Blood, on the Lord of Blood crate, I'm telling you. He's the guy that came with that Dracula, the parachute at the earlier in the game.
You got to show off when you come in here. Just he wins it as well. He gets even more money to spend on these amazing skins. Come on.
That's all I'm saying. And if he does come out at the victory again, and he does that emote to celebrate his victory, that's going to be the moment.
Well, shut up.
With here to make sure you're fine, he's going to have enough time to jump in and get the loot, as you said, and jump it back into the match. So this team can have huge potential heading into the end of the match here.
Absolutely. We have the Vampire Mobile driving through. That thing is so cool. The coffin on the top. Like, what if you could pop up through the coffin like while you were driving, like scare people and stuff, like just really freak them out.
It's going to be a very strategically effective maneuver.
Exactly. It's psychological warfare. You got to get in your opponent's head.
Hey, but you know, we want to talk about this next circle, though. Very much in the open field. Not a lot of teams will make the early movement, I would think. They're going to try to wait as much as possible because there's not much of a settling place inside this new circle that we have. So we're going to see a lot of teams kind of roam around the outside, follow the blue zone as it closes in.
Yeah, TON
was kind of on the edge of these fields, and they just kind of drifted up there. Yeah, I think this might be a fight here. TB, now they're able to get up to full strength. Not sure what the loot situation is like for the players that were brought back.
Sorry,
L up on the roof, and he's going to hear and see.
I don't think they know.
I don't think the other team knows.
Maybe they have heard the footsteps, maybe they didn't, but it seems like they're being a little bit cautious.
Yeah, I don't think BB has any clue.
But they did throw a grenade up in the air, just in case.
A lot of players like to get up on those roofs. You can see so much from up there. It's fairly safe initially.
But it does seem like both teams are aware of each other's presence. Definitely seems that way. Oh, that nice grenade.
Rainbow coming up. He's getting shot as well now on the side.
Nice
a good one. Very well placed. The up and over is perfect here for BB. Now TB, Shiroko trying to find some way to alleviate some pressure. Meanwhile, over at NMG, his members not trying to cross the road, trying to escape in the vehicle.
Oh, have to be careful though from the left side.
Ooh, the Groza is here. That is a powerful crate weapon.
Man, we were talking about him just shooting out in the open, thinking that no one was there, but getting shot from the left side with, I mean, the Groza is such a strong weapon.
It just melts people. It's incredible. There's an SLR here for on-off, and he is going to finish off his opponent there, pick up a kill point, as now he looks to reposition, see what's going on around him. TikTok looking for the res there, smoke down. Looks like it's able to come through. You still have Meat knocked there over
behind
on
the fence, though.
Yeah, he should be resable there, I think.
I think NMG's playing really nicely here, especially against this other team, MCY, who's really struggling. I can't even get to Veems to try to go for the res.
Well, for MCY, they're a little bit closer to the center of the circle. I'd say that's the only thing they have going for them in that position. Meanwhile, this fight's still dragged out between BB and TB. TB now on the bad side of the circle. They're all outside of it. Meanwhile, BB is all inside of it. So they're going to be able to play defense and try to barricade TB from coming in.
Yeah, we're at the 16-minute mark of this BR Extreme mode, and this is the timing that you do not want to be in the blue. And we were talking about these other two teams. They're still trying to conclude this matchup that they did have, but they're going to have to start to drive in and try to get into the circle as fast as they can.
All right, there you go. There's that blue you're talking about. It really starts to chunk at this phase. So Vermouth going to go upstairs, though the blue is here. Let's get a little bit of information. Meanwhile, DG98 down their vehicle, and really doing a lot of damage. Vermouth trying to provide covering fire. Not really effective in terms of damage, but maybe might have bought DG98 a little bit of time.
Yeah, TB, they're going to have to find some way to get past this full squad of BB here. This circle, it's going to, they're literally on the edge taking that much damage.
Look at him chunk. I mean, even though he's almost full boosted, it is really starting to chew through the health, and you can see now that they're
have to go.
They don't have a choice. They've got that Volta back there. I don't know if they're going to be able to get to it in time.
But BB's going to defend just as effectively. They're going to hear the vehicles, and they will shoot them down 4v2. There's no way they're going to lose inside the circle. Let's see what happens.
All right, they heal up right at the last second, and they're going to make their desperate run. Shots already coming through, a lot of damage being done. A headshot will probably spell the end for one of them.
Oh, but they're going to survive here.
Yeah, can they find anything on the edge?
No!
Oh, the tree.
No, the tree! The tree! That was... I mean, the 4 players on the other side couldn't knock him down, but it was the tree that knocks him down.
Well, I mean, he's in the zone, I guess, so they can maybe res. I think, actually, they're going to be able to get that res, but BB probably going to try to hunt this down. It's a massacre over here. TON holding the fort.
Goodness me.
The LMGs proving extremely powerful there.
There you go, TON. We haven't seen much of this team from the early game, but we see them now. Full squad.
I just heard one of them yelling in the background. It's very excited.
It's a very energetic moment here. in this stadium, but man, BB, their successful run so far has kind of gotten our eyes to really focus on them to the end of the game, and they're very much in the circle, completely safe, with a lot of cover, and we'll see them at least make it to the end game.
Yeah, KRS has the only real compound available that's not quite just on the edge, basically. So they're going to be in the middle. They've got things pretty well locked down. BB found a rock and a little bit of safety. TON, after that exciting fight there, in the blue, though, is the problem. So they're going to have to heal up, loot up, move forward. WD, they're okay. They're just moving forward to start gaining information.
Yeah, and trying to get behind that rock as much as they can. We're seeing TON here. Question mark as to where they're going to be positioning themselves with the circle right in front of them, but it is very much an open field, and a lot of confusion as to where you're going to move from here.
Yeah, they have enough cover for a brief moment to heal up, get ready for their next maneuver.
Oh, here it is.
Many other options other than to try to crash through WD. A lot of damage being done already. They drive through. You can see they're going to try to drive around the rock. They get one with the LMG. Can they find another? They're very beat up. They're very weak themselves. The trade out of it.
Man, that was some incredible invasion towards the sitting duck of WD, losing 3 members just like that. They thought they were safe.
Yeah, Xavi, the only one left, but he's extremely weak, trying to hold the line. Grenades explode just past him. He's not going to get knocked because of that. Taken out of this point, around the corner. Finally,
very nice.
They're able to push it, take it down. A nice little maneuver here by TON.
Hey man, TON is getting my attention here at Paper Thin, and this team, it doesn't matter if they don't have the position, they'll make it themselves, force the situation to their favor, and here they are, looking like one of the top teams to win this first match.
WD just caught, kind of surprised as the drive-by was good for TON, but now they're on the bad side of the circle. It has gone hard shifted over to the west again, back towards BB and KRS. So those two teams safe inside of the circle can wait this out. TN's going to have to make yet another move here, Joel.
Have 9 kills with 2 alive, it seems that way outside the play zone, and these two other teams having a little bit more passive, are going to try to bluff the invasion coming from TON.
Yeah, Midas able to land a little bit of damage on that barrel spray, not much. TON continuing to try to find something in the center of the circle. Teams here. One did get knocked though here. TON is doing a fantastic job coming down the stairs though.
Klaus Midas Podol. Team Hodol जो है Klaus की और पता नहीं कौन है. KRS ये Midas की टीम भाई.
Next though,
he's okay.
Yeah. A lot of grenades coming in.
That's okay. He can kind of nestle up in this corner, and they're all bouncing past him.
And TON, all of a sudden, they're just eliminated just like that.
BB now is just swarming them.
Okay.
They're just circling the wagons, trying to take them out.
And if they knew they just got off to a big fight, they should be invading in more aggressively than they do now. They definitely have the advantage to go for this finishing play, 4v3 against KRS.
I think they were hoping that maybe there'd be another member of KRS that got taken out in that fight against TON. There's still at least 4v3 है, उनको पता है 4v3 है, लेकिन BB just trying to see if they could take advantage of the confusion for a moment. It didn't really work out. So next circle going to head way down to the southeast, Joel. This one gets really intense.
And with the intel that they have at the moment, they're not aware whether there's a third team available in the match right now.
Okay.
So it seems like the only thing they have at the moment is that 7 are alive. And they have 3 players themselves, so it could be 1 or 2 players on the other team that makes the third team, but they don't know at the moment it's going to be a 4v3. Disadvantage unless they've
really kept track of the kill feed
exactly.
really well.
Which is tough to do.
So, you know, we'll see Flux here with the M24, trying to find a headshot, but already, yeah, BB with that vehicle maneuverability available for KRS, so that means smoke wall has to be created. They're trying to get in there, already being shut down with the SLR from Cherry as they try to continue the push forward.
अब तो नेड ही नेड करो भाई.
That res on the Clux, I don't think so.
One knock though, second knock, and Holdo's the only one left. Is he going to make it into the final circle?
It's not looking good. He is going to go for that res. He's putting up that cover, that barricade, to protect this res, but you can get grenades behind it and you can finish the job.
BB, you should not be this slow going up to this. If you knock 2 and going for that one last one, this should be the finish.
There it is. It is going to be the chicken dinner here for BB. They win the opening match of the day. Some impressive stuff here for the bad boys. They they did
ये
some
कौन सी
awesome
डिवाइजन
stuff
खेल रहे
coming
भाई
in at
लोग?
the end with that drive-by to kind of check what's going on with KRS, see if they can maybe pick up anything out of that.
भाई देख इतना बड़ा iPad लेके खेल रहे हैं
Get
लोग.
them any kills, but it got them information and kept
खेलो
KRS.
भाई iPad
You
ले
know,
लो
we're talking about
बड़े-बड़े.
result-oriented talk here, and in the end, Bad Boys did win, but there were some moments where they should have been a little bit more aggressive, that they definitely could have clinched their first place victory, but in the end, all 4 members alive, and they get the first place, and they get a lot of kills for it too.
Exactly, right? So you get a point per kill in this format, and you get 5 points for the win. So it looks like, I see the leaderboard right there, 4 kills for BB. So 9 points
kill
total
for the Bad
in
Boys.
this
Let's
match. It's
go.
going to be a nice start for them, no doubt. Exciting game, a really fun one there towards the end. Things really picked up in the middle stages team. A lot of teams fighting on those edge positions, Joel, trying to get into the circles as the game went on.
Yeah, we did have BB coming as first with KRS at second, but still the team that has caught most of my attention and still having big expectations for the next match is TON. This team, so many kills, so aggressive, but at the right moment. If they can translate that into right situation, if they get the circle to their favor in one of those matches, they're going to be coming up at least one of the chicken dinners for today.
Yeah, you could see that TON seemed to be really hungry.
Yeah.
And they were making a couple really nice maneuvers. That push they had on the WD was incredible. It was really smart, really well executed. You know, they set up for it, they timed it out. They said, okay, we'll heal up. We're going to wait behind this hill. Nobody can see us back here. And then we're just going to drive through and see what we can get done.
And you know what? It's the first game, and we did see BB win the first match and get their 5 points in addition to that. But it is going to be an 8-match lineup that we do have here for the first day of group stages. So it's going to have to be consistency all the way through. And I feel like
iPad allowed. iPad allowed or not? बिल्कुल brother, iPad is allowed. You can play in iPad.
This is the team that we're going to be seeing in the finals.
इसमें तो iPad allowed है भाई. इंडिया वाले में पता नहीं allowed करेंगे नहीं करेंगे. कोरिया में iPad allowed है यार. कोरिया में सारी population iPad में खेलती है यार. कोरिया के सारे लोग iPad में खेलते हैं brother.
That come through in the long run. It seems like that's where you're going to get your
तो
bread
वहाँ
and
पे
butter
iPad allowed
done.
है.
How you're going to win this event.
यहाँ का पता नहीं यहाँ पे allowed है कि नहीं है. देखना पड़ेगा.
It's going to be kills. So TON absolutely going to be a team that we are looking for here. But like you said, we've got 8 games today, so we still have 7 more to go. Quite a long day. Although the BR Extreme is a little bit quick, I'd say, you know, I think that match is like 22 minutes, 23 minutes. So it does fly by pretty quick.
iPad is allowed brother. BB के साथ zone दिया हर circle में. सही है यार. अरे वो great.
I thought would be a lot more aggressive than it did. It had big zones to play out for. We had the mall, we had the exhibit hall that nobody went to. And these kind of questions that we threw out early in the game, it's really exciting to kind of see what will happen in the second match, especially with the first match concluded and with teams kind of figured out of each other.
Yeah, it seemed like it was pretty safe, mostly. There were only, you know, 2 teams that dropped anywhere near each other, really, and they quickly disengaged and moved on. But here are some of the highlights as, man, oh man, Netify almost did the impossible there against TB. The tree, the real MVP of the match.
The invincible tree.
Yeah, those trees are strong. They are made of like aged wood or something, or petrified.
iPad
you know,
boom bam, बिल्कुल भाई iPad चल रहा है इसमें. M1 chip लेके वाले हार्ड रहे हैं इसमें. M1 chip लेके जाओ. iPad M1 लो और boom bam पे लो.
Obviously. Yeah, this is here TON. You know, again, like you were saying, putting up big kill numbers, but it came down to KRS and BBB. Smokes came down in the attempt, but you know, you can just spray through those smokes. You can try to see if
तो भाई ये गेम वैसे मोबाइल में चलती नहीं. iPad ही इस गेम को संभाल सकता है भाई.
And then they can just start pushing behind where they know there's likely to be a res.
So while we're starting to get an idea of some of these teams, we'll have to wait for the next matches to really get an idea of what we can expect from some of these teams in the next match.
True. You know, a lot of times those first matches are safer than they normally would be. Because, again, everybody's a little nervous. Nobody wants to make that first mistake. Nobody wants to be the first one to go out and have that sort of, you know, the egg on your face of being the first player eliminated ever in the history of New States esports.
It'll go down in history. That's what I'm saying.
But regardless, I think things might pick up a little bit now. I think you saw some teams start to figure out what could be effective here, what they can get away with, what they can't. I think TON
guys like मार दो भाई, मजा आ रहा है तो चाहते हो इंडिया में टूर्नामेंट आए भाई लोग like मार दो फटाफट.
we have no idea what these players are capable of, and neither do the players with each other. They played in different sectors of the open qualifiers, so it's really hard for them to understand what to expect from the other players, especially going into their first match. And you don't want to, be recorded down in history.
हडल खेल रहा था मिदास कहाँ है मिदास कहाँ है मिदास मर तो गया था मिदास इस हडल मिदास मर गया था फिर मिदास हडल क्लाउस उनकी टीम और एक और बंदा है कैसे बड़े बड़े मेरा डिवाइस तो पग ही नहीं होता लैग ही नहीं होता MI11X क्या बात कर रहा है मेरे पास भी MI11X है भाई मैं भी MI11X खेला भाई फट जाती है MI11X 870 प्रोसेसर है ना उसमें
3 more points than what the bad boys were able to do with their win, but again,
like मारते चलो guys जो भी स्ट्रीम देख रहा है hit that like button.
This team looked very, very good, and I feel like I have some good feelings going for them in the next few games here. And don't be surprised when you see them winning a chicken dinner in one of the matches today, because I think this aggressiveness will translate into good results.
Hit that like button guys जो भी स्ट्रीम देख रहा है like
I think 10 kills to me signals already that these guys might be at least
iPad allowed कैसे है iPad भाई iPad allowed है उनकी मर्जी भाई कैसे है उन्होंने रखा हुआ रूल iPad में खेलना iPad में खेलो
developments happen I think for WD they might reconsider
PUBG New State वालों की मर्जी भाई वो जो मर्जी कर सकते हैं New State वालों की मर्जी भाई iPad allowed रखा उन्होंने तो iPad में खेलो
each day will be a learning phase for all these teams here
क्योंकि भाई कोरिया में ज्यादातर पॉपुलेशन iPad में खेलती है कोरिया की ज्यादा पॉपुलेशन iPad की है तो उन्होंने iPad रखा हुआ है इंडिया का पता नहीं इंडिया में क्या करेंगे वो बस कोरिया में तो iPad में खेलते हैं बंदे तो उन्होंने iPad को भी iPad में ही रखा हुआ है
study around the different players and different teams and how they like to maneuver around, and this will all translate into a very, very advanced tactics coming into the final day.
Exactly. One thing I did really enjoy was the diversity of guns and the diversity of weapons that players utilize. Whether it be vectors or later on we're starting to see some LMGs, some some of those kind of things. The DP, the M2.
तो भाई इंडिया में भी होगा ना जो कोरिया में हो रहा है तो इंडिया में भी आएगा यार ऐसे कैसे इंडिया में नहीं आएगा
in that later situation.
And we were talking
कोरिया में करवा रहे हैं इनकी 1000 की वाचिंग जा रही है इंडिया में कराएंगे 1 लाख की वाचिंग नहीं चाहिए क्या इनको हम मिदास तो पहले ही मर गया था हाँ मिदास पहले मर गया था भाई
It's not going to go to every player in a team for sure, but when you have some specialty players who can serve that role in sort of this compound versus compound where you have to go for a little bit different where you just can't spray full auto to trying to get your kills, that will be important, especially in the day games.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, it looks like we're going to jump right into game number 2 on the day. It's Group A, Match 2.
दूसरा मैच भी स्टार्ट हो चुका है पहला मैच जो है अपनी मिदास की स्क्वाड जो है सेकंड आई है और बीबी की स्क्वाड जो फर्स्ट आई है
Yeah, the circle is a little bit different here, Joel. So again, if you're watching for the first time, maybe you haven't tried.
थोड़ी सी वॉल्यूम बढ़ा देता हूं अपनी यार मेरे को लगा मेरी वॉल्यूम कम हो रही है इसकी थोड़ी सी कम रखता हूं इसकी थोड़ी सी बढ़ा देता हूं
New State. Hopefully we can convince you to. If you've liked what you've seen, I liked what I saw, but the first circle does change round to round.
Yeah, and this is going to really force the players to maneuver around what is provided, and with the exhibit hall centralized, it does scream.
चलो भाई अपना प्लेन पास जो है स्वाटिन से होते हुए एग्जिबिट हॉल से होते हुए वर्मोंट की ओर जा रहा है प्लेयर्स जो है उतर चुके हैं 64 प्लेयर्स से मैच जो है बियर एक्सट्रीम खेल रहे हैं अरे टेंशन मत लो जब उनको व्यूज की कमी पड़ेगी तो इंडिया का टूर्नामेंट करेंगे बिल्कुल भाई वही तो मैं कह रहा हूँ जब व्यूज की कमी आएगी तभी तो इंडिया में आएगा
Well, the mall is going to be TON territory.
If you want views, come to India. Come to India. अभी तो सिर्फ मिदास को सपोर्ट करना पड़ेगा हाँ ब्रो अपना मिदास ओपी लेट्स गो डीसी पे हो आप डिस्कॉर्ड पे नहीं भाई जैकल पे डिस्कॉर्ड पे नहीं हूँ
The compound's right next to the mall, and here we are back again. But this time we might actually get an early fight.
Yeah, this time might be a little bit different. Vario already with the M4, trying to get up the stairs.
Discord पे आना है क्या जगल भाई?
He's able to grab a little bit more utility. He does have some teammates trying to cover him.
Oh goodness!
Oh, he's so weak. Only a little bit of health left. Switches over to the M249.
Doesn't have any bullets anymore.
Yeah, running down the stairs.
जब मैप हटा दो लड़ाई दिखा दो
पहला
टूर्नामेंट है इसलिए आईपैड अलाउड किया ये भी हो सकता है भाई भाई सोच बोलो मजा आ रहा है कि नहीं बिल्कुल भाई बिल्कुल मजा आ रहा है आई एम सो एक्साइटेड यहाँ पे अगर एक स्लिम की स्क्वाड भी होती तो बहुत मजा आता यार आ जाओ मेरे पे साथ में करते हैं पार्टी
looking really good for WD right now.
ठीक है मैं ज्वाइन करता हूँ 2 मिनट रुको मैं ज्वाइन करता हूँ
imagine NMG coming back to the spot for
Discord ज्वाइन करता हूँ मैं 2 मिनट रुक जाओ
within the circle. This makes it very, very difficult for them to jump right back in and forcing themselves into a fight with a very, very talented WD team.
Yeah, WD, clearly no fear, especially when they knew they had a member isolated. The call was instantaneous to surround him and finish the job. And meanwhile, you know, NMG just kind of stuck, scratching their heads a bit on the other side of the road. It's so tough to cross the roads in games like this, right? Like, that is wide open territory, and good players will just instantly.
And you have enough loot in this early phases with the multiplier that's adjusted to the spawn rate for BR Extreme that basically all 8 players around these compounds will have enough loot to go for a full-fledged fight.
Discord join करता हूँ मैं आपको 2 मिनट
as much advantage of it as they can, even with NMG right on the crossline here. You're still not going to be able to set him off. Just trying to go for that kill.
Yeah, on off, trying to avoid the encroaching members of WD right now. Did pick up some decent loot there. Xavi, only a level 1 helmet and vest. Oh, no backpack just yet for him.
Now, if you're NMG right now, you're going to have to figure out a way to get out of these compounds and not really trying to go for a second round of fights here, because it doesn't give you a lot of confidence when the result of the first fight ended up in a 2 kills dead without any kills on the other side. Now you're probably just looking for a way to just get out of here as much as you can.
Yeah, especially since they're not in the first circle. You know, they're going to be outside of, well, I should say the second circle. Technically, the first circle is the initial one. This is the second circle. I should clarify, but this is the first one that moves anywhere, right?
You know what? What it means is what it matters.
Exactly. It says phase 2 up by the map, so I'll trust that that's correct.
Just respect the writings. That's all I'm saying.
I guess they probably know better than me. So
you know what? We're just here to talk. That's all we're here to do.
That's it. Yeah, we're here to have a little bit of fun. Gonna load up in the Scooby-Doo van here. And
that's what you're gonna call it.
That's what it looks like. It looks like the mystery machine.
You know, I made the patch notes video, right? Introducing the official names of all these
Okay, I'll let you, if you want to say what it's actually called, but it is clearly the thumbnail.
It's called the Electron, but we're gonna kind of tout that name all around.
ठीक है मैं अपने उसमें करता हूँ ठीक है मेरी चैट भी देख कर बोल दे रहा हूँ मैं वैसे बिजी हूँ
I told the devs today, right?
कर लोगे
You mentioned that.
I'm good at this stuff. This is why they pay me.
मेरी चैट संभाल लोगे
Doing your money's worth, man.
That's right. Well, I'm off looking for a grenade attempt here. He doesn't have a lot of members of WD starting to stack up. Look at TikTok. Look at the information he's able to get around the corner of that door.
WD though, they're still reluctantly trying to
with
go
the thumbnails.
Thumbnails
का क्या हो गया यार? Thumbnails तो कॉपी उठा के पेस्ट मार दिया मैंने ब्लैंक भाई.
You don't want to be over aggressive and against a 4v2 bout and lose a couple members in the process, when all you can get is basically the rest of those 2 kills.
Exactly. Well, WD now can't really, you know, kind of squirrel out where the rest of these members are for NMG just yet. Oh, I take it back. They're actually, they saw something and they want to go for it.
भाई आज जितना ग्रुप 8 पॉइंट्स बनाएगा उतना उन लोगों के लिए फायदा है क्योंकि और ग्रुप का टूर्नामेंट है और कल ग्रुप बी एंड परसों ग्रुप सी का ऐसा क्या
comes into that gun, switches over to barrel, getting ready for more members to come up and close.
Oh my goodness!
He's so weak now though, down to 10 health here. Bison around the corner, trying to finish off Jam. 2-2-2 is down as well.
That's one more that he missed out.
Oh, he's so close.
Where's the last?
He's gone.
Oh my goodness! WD are out. They're out.
NMG, the patience pays off. They're able to bait them into a situation.
Hey, Paperton, let me tell you a short story that I experienced yesterday. I was playing a regular match and just going for the promotional, right? Just a regular day. I'm at the final circle and I get killed with a Bison, right?
Okay.
I was mad initially at that time. I'm not so mad anymore.
No, it's
Bison's a great weapon.
It's really good.
Supposedly.
It has a lot of bullets inside of the clip. You can just spray for days. So that was phenomenal work there. Maneuvering around, catching them completely off guard. I think a little bit ill-advised there for WD to drive into a situation where they didn't have good information.
That's the thing that I really wanted to reiterate. Did they really need to take that risk? Basically, their initial fight was won by them. Do they really need to risk their chance of maintaining all 4 members if they could just move into the circle? They were outside the zone, as you were mentioning. I don't know if that was the best play selection from them personally, and see how that affects the rest of the lineup here.
Well, meanwhile, in the middle of the circle, TB has set up a bit of a split, just kind of gathering territory and information to the north of Anchorville. You have TON driving around themselves, trying to
भाई मैं
also
चलता हूँ मेरे को भी करना भी काम वाम नहीं कर रहा हूँ अभी
information
तो
towards the
इसमें
center
रहता
there.
हूँ
That backpack
ठीक है
is incredible. That snowman sticking out the yeah, it's kind of like a rear guard there. It's kind of like you're like carrying around Baby Yoda in the back.
You saw the advert right before we started this broadcast,
Yes.
the Frozen Wonderland promotional video. That was part of that package, and
I like it.
But sadly enough, the promotion for that is over. So
Well, how does the snowman not melt, Joel? Explain this to me.
And you know what? I don't want to relate to a certain movie that you might have seen. The story comes from that as well. I mean, there's some similarities. Yeah.
I see. So
Hey.
it's magic. You can just call it magic.
You know what? In life, anything you can call magic is what you want to believe in.
Okay, I'll take your word for
मिजाज
that.
को
Now,
support
NMG
करो इंडिया
looks
वालों
to have,
अरे
I
रे
think,
रे
called
रे
in.
18
Their
के फाइनल
member with the
से
green
शायद
flare
हर
gun,
ग्रुप
so they're
में
back
से
up to 4
टीम्स
strong.
जाएंगी
Indeed. Oh, there's what you're talking about. It's
Yeah.
easy to shoot people out of the air.
Green flare gun, it's no use when there's enemies right around you. You're basically coming out with a 30%
लेकिन इसमें देखो 8 टीम्स है ना एक ग्रुप में 8 टीम्स है 8 में से 6 जाएंगे मतलब सिर्फ 2 टीम्स को बाहर निकालने वाले
And
हैं लोग
MCY probably must have had a pretty good idea of the situation
Sure.
that NMG was in, keeping track of the kill feed. So important in games like this.
And
इसमें
as soon
32
as you
से start
hear
हो रहा है
the
ना
big
मैच मतलब
pop of the flare gun, you kind of have to decide whether it was a red flare gun, green flare. You can get the visible hints from there, and as soon as you see that it's green, just stand there and get the free kill.
I like it. Really smart. Here we go. Car versus car action. KRS taking a bit of damage. Second place.
no,
अरे रे रे गए भाई क्लॉक्स वाले पिट गए मिजाज पिट गया अरे रे दादा
So weak, Joel. Oh no, the car explodes. To make matters worse, Repek gets out. They're going to find 2. He's just going to prone down. Feed the information over to the swarming members. Oh, KRS though. Couple knocked on the rock here. All of a sudden, things turning around.
That's it.
They're out. Defense. MCY, I thought they were done, Joel.
I mean, you saw the car flip on and you thought that was doomsday, but with
अबे यार कार पर डाल दी मिजाज ने क्या मिजाज की
at
टीम
the
बात
right timing and with the agility that they showed, this is what happens when you get a 4v4 battle. It just could end like this.
Maybe we need, like, a gray flare gun to, like, call
Gray
in.
flare gun, you said.
Yeah.
Giving off a lot of ideas today.
Yeah. To repair your cars.
To repair your cars.
Yeah, so your car's all busted up there, and now you've got no car left. What if you could fix it?
Man, you're going to have to make a very, very good value proposition for that one to make that work.
See?
But I'll still talk to the devs about it.
Okay.
I'll let you know what they say.
I'm just throwing ideas that as they come out to it.
They like ideas.
These are free.
I mean,
I'm
free
giving
ideas.
these to you.
Paper-thin ideas for free. What more can you ask for?
That's right. All right, well, DG98 for TB.
और फाइनल्स 19 को है और फुल मैच होगा रैंगल और ट्रॉय दोनों होगा
Just go up to the desk right now and just look at who
Legend
who's
Boy
playing.
I know what he
कर रखे
looks
तुमने
like,
तो
so I'd have to
Exactly.
go back there and see if it's him. But all right, so MCY, Shinyena, I got it, Shinyena.
Yeah.
Some of the names are Korean as well, so Kyungju is up there and a lot of diversity here. Again, amateur players, right?
Sure.
This is just an amateur tournament. These are guys who are just on the top of the leaderboards. They put teams together for this, and they're making a run. Again, the prize pool is massive, so why not?
Why not? That's exactly what I was about to say. If you had the option, if you're good enough, why not? It's a lot of spare change.
Exactly.
बहुत पैसे मिल रहे भाई
they're
बहुत
in the
पैसे
blue,
जाओ
but they can wait
टूर्नामेंट
just a
में
little bit longer. They're going to take their time. But
स्लिम
like
ब्रो
you said,
अपना
the
लोगो
blue
चेंज
does
क्यों किया
hurt these electric
हर
vehicles
ग्रुप
in
से
a
2
kind of
टीम
interesting
जाएगा
way.
Yeah, it does
बस
take
भरत
the
सर के
battery
लिए
out much
iPad अलाउड है या नहीं
when compared to
सैनी बॉय आई कैन सी दे आर प्लेइंग इन आईपॉड आईपैड में खेल रहे भाई मैंने देखा बंदों को कोई आईपैड में खेल रहा है कोई फोन में खेल रहा है उसके बाद वाइल्ड कार्ड से 2 टीम्स 8 टीम्स फाइनल्स में भरत आचार कुछ और बोल रहा है लेजेंड सुनो
In case people are
Yeah, if you didn't know, your car is probably internal combustion engine
Likely.
vehicle. Likely. If
Unless it's in which case, props to you. I wish I could have an EV. Actually, I know I don't, but that's a whole I don't like vehicles. I don't want to have my own vehicle. I like public transportation.
you do like public transportation.
I'm a bus and subway kind of guy.
But you took the taxi today.
Well, that was as a result of my own poor planning more than anything.
Kind of unintentional taxi right
Well,
there.
I didn't realize the trains were not running very often.
Hey,
Anyway,
what?
that was my own fault though. Therefore, I had to lose $15.
We love
to a
public
taxi.
transportation here in Korea. It's
Yes,
great.
this country has the best public transportation in the world, for my money.
Very arguably, yes. I would agree with that.
Yeah, I love it here. All right, well, MCY,
उसके बाद वाइल्ड
nobody
कार्ड
over
से
here on the southwestern corner of the circle, to be frank. So they're going to be able to come through, taking their time. So you'll see a lot of these teams stop at the edge of these hills. Why?
Yeah.
So they can peek over, see what's going on, heal if they need to. A lot of opportunities there because they know that Everything around them is already clear. They need to know what's ahead of them over this next step.
There are lots of hints in Newstate Mobile. You get the sound and the visuals, obviously, but you do get the indicators. If someone's walking right beside you, you'll hear all that. But this play, probably the play of the match, at least for this match too. What do you think of this?
I thought they were done. I thought this was over. But look at this. I mean, the vehicle explodes. They swarm around him. KRS. It felt like for a moment KRS was going to have an opportunity.
भाई अब आपको भी PUBG न्यू स्टेट का टाइटल मिल जाएगा क्या?
And probably the adrenaline for them hasn't died out from this NCYT who just went through that big kill and see
कौन सा
what they
टाइटल
can
है
make out
PUBG
of
न्यू
it
स्टेट?
for this remaining match. They are outside the circle for this next one that just opened up. TON very much in the center of the circle, starting off at the mall. Very much didn't have to do much. They're still at 0 kills at the moment, still at the top of the rankings. See what they can do.
Yeah, so far in this game, just MCY and NMG with the big kill numbers. WD did pick up a couple themselves, but again, with those green flare guns, you're able to get lost players back in the game. You still get the kill point for it, though.
Is he playing an FPP? Selectively playing an FPP?
Is he a real gamer? Yes, is the answer.
Hey man, we're playing in TPP today. All of these guys are playing TPP, and
I mean he's practicing with the trading weights on.
Oh,
you know,
man,
it's like Dragon Ball Z. You got to get ready for that big end game fight.
You know what? All these Dragon Ball references can just go over my head. I'm telling you.
You don't wait. You haven't watched like
partner title नहीं मिला
The
यार
only
वैसे.
episode I remember is
पता नहीं मिलेगा नहीं
Frieza,
मिलेगा.
and someone
I don't
threw
know.
the spirit bomb. It was
Oh,
massive.
that's
and-
Goku. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not as exciting.
How's that not exciting? Isn't he like the main character of the whole franchise?
Yeah, but you
How's
know,
that not exciting?
he wasn't wearing heavy clothes. Like,
Oh, he didn't have the training weights
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
He wasn't playing an FPP.
Exactly.
There we go. So yeah, now I get the reference.
now
There
we've
you
come
go.
full circle.
There you go. That's all it takes.
See, we're just
Impossible
we're figuring it
ऐसा
out.
नहीं
Here.
होता.
It's like our players are figuring out, you know, our
नहीं
first
होगा,
real
manual
esports
पढ़ा है
match.
मैंने.
We're figuring out
With Dragon Ball references. There you go.
exactly.
पार्टनर टाइटल नहीं मिला भाई मेरे को.
That's what we're here
Goodness me.
और पता
But
नहीं
yeah,
मिलेगा
we're
कि नहीं
here
मिलेगा
with
not sure.
TON. Very happy with their position. Didn't have to move much after the initial migration from the mall to the central point. They're very much safe inside the circle. MCY very much looking for the action as we see them just roaming around, trying to get some visuals to see where all the other teams are.
Yeah, they're really
a
keen
drone.
on seeing what's going on. Yeah, a drone just came in here for TON. Not sure exactly what's going to be being requested.
Red flare gun at this stage might be a little bit risky, but we'll see. They don't have any knock members, so it can't be a green flare gun. So we'll see what they decided to pick up at this phase 4 in the play.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just kind of have to try to keep our eyes out. There is a crate coming down as NMG. Looking around it, seeing if anybody's going to be coming up and over this hill. They have a little bit of time before the blue closes in, phase 4, making its way through. Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
So we talked about at the beginning of the show that one of the differences here is that normally in extreme mode, there's 2 crates that come out at the very beginning. They don't come out in the very beginning of this. Are there any random crates?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, there are going to be some crates coming through. You see 2 right there that have already spawned. These aren't summoned crates. These are just spawns that came in from the random generators. But we'll see more player-developed crates, as you can see with the red flare gun. That will be the game changers, and they'll go for those a lot more aggressively than the regular spawn ones.
Yeah, those really seem to be kind of what the early game is about for a lot of these teams, especially if you're alone. Some more side-by-side action here. MCY, they've already won one duel like this. Can they win another one against NMG? Trying to light them up here with those ARs, even swapping the driver out of the steering wheel to try for this fight. Oh, there's the first one on the TikTok, but there's the return here, knock for knock. 2 knocks now onto NMG, just on off. He is super weak. The explosion doesn't quite get him yet. He's able to get behind the rock just enough to survive. Up and over the top, trying to do something. Beams just barely able to win the duel.
And these were the only 2 teams who had a squad wipe before this transition, and here they are with doubling their kill count up to 8 with MCY showing some proposition of what they can do if they just want to tick on their aggressiveness.
Yeah, the real question for me is how much drone credits are they finding out?
They have enough for a green flare gun, I'm pretty sure. I would imagine, especially after picking up those 4 kills, just pick up the loot from the other team and they'll have more than enough just to pick up a green flare gun to bring that 4th player back in. And for right now, MCY with 8 kills already in this game, they're looking like a strong contender up to this final matches that we'll go up
तो
to.
शुरू हो गए फुल बम
Do
बम
you
करने
get
का.
any extra credits for getting a kill? Well, let's hold this thought. Ruin driving up behind BB Arcade.
गाड़ी वाला काम शुरू हुआ. गाड़ी लेके देखो.
Oh, that's good position.
Nobody's down and out the window. A couple down here for AD. As it's their turn with the drive-by. They've got a couple down already. As you got Pack watching from the window. I like what they're doing here. Using Pack as a focal point and just driving around him. It gives them extra angles to shoot into their opponents.
BB has to escape field bar. No choice whatsoever to not go back into this fight.
NMOC इंडिया में कब आएगा?
To the earlier question that you did ask about drone credits.
इसमें एक इन्वाइटेड टीम भी है.
A prize per se.
हाँ यार इन्वाइटेड टीम तो है. इंडिया का पता नहीं यार. इंडिया का मेरी मार्च तक आ जाएगा.
Whatever they have.
मार्च तक. इसके बाद अनाउंसमेंट होगी. इसी के बाद होगा जो भी होगा.
Basically the same theory, but mostly players will not have used all the drone credits, especially in these mid games, in case they want a green flare gun. So, kind of inferring that fact, they probably have enough drone credits to get that last fourth player. But holding that thought,
Fuel bar's just prone behind the door.
Oh, but he knew.
They blasted out. I think they saw him. I think they might have seen the tip of the gun around the corner there, and Man's able to finish the job. Meanwhile, you do have a pickup operation here for MCY. We found a new vehicle.
Oh, he changed skin.
What? Boo!
Changed the driver.
Boo this man.
Get out of here.
How would you? Why would you just not leave it?
Why would you put an unskinned Volta over a skinned Volta?
You've already got 8 kills. You might as well roll in style at this point.
You can flex in so many ways. They just don't know.
No.
Here we are. TON.
TON.
Oh, good shooting though.
Big time fraggers.
Oh,
man.
no.
Still alive. Still trying to find one. He is able to find
just one more. Just one more.
Just launched his teammate down into the bottom here.
1v1. 1v1.
Oh, कुचल दिया guys.
Kill. That's all it takes. But the blue is coming in, and the resurrection is not seemingly a possibility here.
Now the Titans of New State trying to recover. Oh, they get the clip. Get a DG98. Now he's super weak, and it's just going to be an easy finish.
Why was he alone like that? Where's the other team?
Just chilling. Just watching the middle of the circle.
Probably watching Netflix around that phase here.
Why not?
What? No, the EVs, one of the niches of that, they had to have that large screen in the center. Entertainment at its finest.
Yeah, you don't even need to watch what you're doing. Just watch the screen. Who needs to drive? You can just spin around.
Just for the disclaimer, the EVs in New State Mobile do not drive themselves. Just make sure that no one's confused by that.
Ah, boo.
Come on, don't.
लिक्विड देख के बज रहा है 18 सन.
Wait, do they have do you have in-game entertainment?
लिक्विड देख के बज रहा है 18 फाइनल्स हैं.
How about that? How about that?
I like that.
All right.
That's more than one.
Is that fitting for you?
अरे लिक्विड मत देखो. इन्होंने
You know, if it's fitting for paper, then we're all
जिसने
right.
ये देखा होगा ना स्टार्टिंग में समझाया होगा. अगर कोई ये स्ट्रीम देख रहा होगा ना मतलब इनकी जो उन्होंने स्टार्टिंग में सारा रूल समझाया होगा. इतने लोग ऐसा रूल फॉर्मेट है. लिक्विपीडिया का कुछ फिक्स नहीं होता भाई. लिक्विपीडिया वाले यहाँ मत मतलब बोलो. हाँ, लिक्विपीडिया का फिक्स नहीं रहता. तो लिक्विपीडिया से मत बोलना. ये लिक्विपीडिया का कुछ वो नहीं है. इस स्ट्रीम पे जो इसके कमेंटेटर ने जो बोला होगा ना वही सही है. जो कमेंटेटर ने जो डिस्कस किया होगा. और हमेशा हर स्ट्रीम से पहले वो बताते हैं कि भाई ये प्राइस फुल है, ऐसा इवेंट होगा. उन्होंने समझाया होगा. मैच के बीच में भी अभी देखना ये फिर से बताएंगे इतना प्राइस फुल है, ऐसे से डिवाइड होगा, ऐसे रूल होगा. ये सब समझाएंगे फिर से. तो ये स्ट्रीम देखते रहो, बता देंगे वो क्या क्या सीन है.
Do they know? I think they do know.
They're shooting at it.
Okay, they got two teams shooting right by each other, and TB.
Well, they hit him, but they didn't finish him. TB out in the blue. Oh no.
That's basically a white flag.
Just
TON versus 3 players. Can you do it?
Yes.
You said yes. You say yes? Okay.
I'm calling it now.
If I was in a sports betting industry, I would just call you off on that. But here we are, 1v3.
The Vector, the DP, let's go. Easy.
Frag grenade to get the first knock, but here's the first frag grenade. I wonder if he heard that. There it is. Too
okay.
easy.
I jinxed him. I'm so sorry.
You jinxed the 3v1, you say. There you go. Good job.
Yeah, who would have thought? All right, MCY Pro.
Very good showing.
Huge game.
भाई अब इनके डिवाइस देखना, ये लोग कौन सी डिवाइस में खेल रहे हैं. The winner is MCY Pro. भाई इन्होंने बहुत धूम धाम किया रे.
That adrenaline isn't going away for a while. That 2 squad wipes in a single match.
Open challenge tournament.
Oh yeah.
Midas.
Oh, you feel like $1 million.
Oh yeah.
That is. There is nothing better. 13 kills.
Goodness me.
13 किल SlimYT सही बोला, लिक्विपीडिया गलत बता रहा है, जाएगी भाई। अरे मेरा लड़का सही बोल रहा, लिक्विपीडिया देख के। अब लिक्विपीडिया मत देखो, लिक्विपीडिया में कोई भी कुछ लिक्विड फिक्स नहीं है। इस स्ट्रीम पे बंदे ने बताया होगा कि भाई क्या क्या सीन है, कैसे क्या सीन है, तो उस स्ट्रीम पे ये भाई MCY ने भाई गाड़ी घुमा घुमा के सबसे पहले मिदास की टीम को बाहर किया था सबसे पहले। भाई एक बार मिदास की टीम को पेल देते तो भाई कॉन्फिडेंस वैसे चढ़ जाता बंदों का कि भाई अब तो मिदास को बाहर निकाल दिया, अब तो चिकन अपना है बोल के चढ़ गए फिर ये जो भी दिखाएंगे।
lost that match with the car flipped over, but still with the cautionary explode position they put down, they get the second wipe here. Just flawless positioning and flawless shooting all around from all four players here, and this team deservedly gets the first place.
Yeah, and then right there, Vimo able to just barely save them, just barely. And they still are coming around, and you can see, you try to use these vehicles to hide, but sometimes you just run out of space. And TON doing a good job. Look how he knocked his teammate away.
Yeah.
Maybe if the blue wasn't right there, I would say that would be a pretty decent maneuver, but it didn't end up. They weren't able to res at the time.
3 players. What if they had 3 players left over in this last match? That could have been so different. But here we are with TON, who could have gotten the chicken dinner if it wasn't for that blue zone play. Are here in second place. Sure, they feel good, but they talk about a lot of what ifs.
Table in logan.
And they played that game a little safer.
Table bataya in
like
logan
you said early on, they left their loot spot out of the mall, went dead center, and just kind of camped it out. And that's part of the strategy, right? You're trying to play for those placement points more so than anything, which are still good, but the kill points are so good. I mean, MCY here just racked up a lot of points.
And they were hunting for kills, and that was the difference between them and TON in this instance. We ask a lot of questions about why not. I mean, TON left mall, they got to the center of the circle, next position opened up, they're still at the center of the circle. Why not? Why do you have to move from there?
Yeah.
And that's the question they're asking to themselves. But MCY, doesn't matter where they were asking themselves, how can we get more kills? How can we drive around the different perimeters where everyone's pretty much passive at this point? We saw 2 teams getting 4 kills each, and basically other teams who haven't recorded a single kill up to that point.
भाई वो देखो पीछे टीम बैठी हुई, देखो एकदम सामने बैठे खेल रहे हैं लोग अपने सामने।
That we're seeing from these teams that are trying to still figure it out and trying to see what they can make out of these matches to come on. But MCY, they had a different approach to this. They weren't just going for kills and kills
all over the place
as much as they can.
They were really good, and you can see that a lot of it's kind of like taking those initial car versus car fights and putting the other team in a bad spot.
ये लोग जब इतने आर्म में सामने बैठे थे, इनको किसी की आवाज नहीं आती होगी चिल्लाने की।
Then you can kind of stagger your approach. You can drop one guy,
खेलेंगे तो पता चल जाएगा यार।
just keep circling them in some cases. And look, it's hard to maintain your control. It's hard to keep your guns.
First match कब है? First match हो गया भाई, second match भी हो गया, first match
And you saw the riding shots.
TB जीती, second match NCY जीती, मिदास की स्क्वाड यार पहले मैच में तो second आई, दूसरे मैच से पहले बाहर हो गई। अमीर वाइटी you are late. 2 मैच already over हो चुके हैं।
Big factor and big plays that will come up in these competitive matches when you have the vehicle. You just have this moving artillery of turrets coming up from all 4 players within a single team, and that just helps you so much to try to get those kills early on in the game.
And you can get those LMGs, get those deep pockets in terms of ammo, and just keep firing away. You're able to really lay down a lot of oppressive fire, keep the other teams in bad spots, keep them pinned behind a rock, so you can continue to just move along, make it hard to track you, make it hard to stop you, frankly, from doing what you're doing.
And this really kind of translates into what MCY was planning from the first game. We didn't get too much of a spot from them. The first game was so focused around TON, and we were thinking that what could we expect from these guys once again in the match 2, and we were thinking about them, looking them from the mall, going to the center circle, and that.
अभी हो गई थर्ड मैच, चलो है अमीर कौन सी दुनिया में है?
As we should have at the second match, and let's see what happens in match 3. I think we're starting that now.
भाई कितने फटाफट मैच शुरू कर रहे हैं, एकदम बैक टू बैक, देख रहे हैं एकदम। तीसरा मैच शुरू कर दिया उन्होंने।
So buckle up. We're not even halfway through yet, Joel. As we have another
प्लेन पास जो है अपना सिटी हॉल से स्वेंटन की और जरा बीच में चेस्टर भी है भाई, चेस्टर भी तगड़ी स्पॉट है। चेस्टर में देखते कितने बंदे होते हैं, चेस्टर में अगर बंदे होते तो बड़े मच जाएगा। उसके बाद बंदे लोग कॉर्नवाल, लोगनवेल, मॉल और एग्जिबिट हॉल भी जा सकते हैं, एंकोरवेल भी जा सकते हैं अगर किसी स्पॉट को एकदम सेफ खेलना है। ऐसा भी बहुत सेफ स्पॉट रहेगा, जा सकते हैं बंदे लोग, बट मेरे को नहीं लगता कोई अलामो साइड जाएगा, अल्मोड़ा कोई नहीं जाना चाहेगा। यहाँ मैं देख रहा हूँ 2 स्क्वाड ऑलरेडी लोगनवाइल जा रही हैं, बीच में चेस्टर में भी काफी सारी स्क्वाड उतरी हैं, एक स्क्वाड शायद मॉल जा रही हैं,
TON.
और एंड में एक स्क्वाड बची है जो कि जाने वाली है आराम से स्वांटन उतरने वाली है। अरे स्काई स्पोर्ट्स का टूर्नामेंट चल रहा है BGMI का, उसमें गोल्डा की स्पोर्ट्स भी है। अरे वो बहुत बढ़िया है। 8 टीमें हैं तो 32 प्लेयर अलाइव रहते हैं इसमें। 32 प्लेयर के साथ 64 वाला हम लोग खेलते हैं। BI एक्सट्रीम मोड खेल रहे हैं विद 32 प्लेयर्स। तो पॉइंट्स में TON की स्क्वाड जो इस टाइम 20 पॉइंट्स होल्ड कर रही है। MCY की स्क्वाड जो 18 पॉइंट्स पे है। KRS की स्क्वाड अभी तक 7, मिदास की स्क्वाड के पास अभी तक 7 पॉइंट्स है। तो मेरे ख्याल से इसमें किल पॉइंट्स बहुत ज्यादा मैटर करता है। NCY ने बहुत ही ज्यादा किल्स निकाले थे, इससे बहुत लीड लेके है। टॉन की स्क्वाड का चिकन हो रहा है। चिकन तो बैड बॉयज का हुआ था, बिकॉज स्टिल बैड बॉयज आर इन 4th प्लेस। बैड बॉयज एक चिकन लेके स्टिल दे आर इन 4th प्लेस बिकॉज पॉइंट्स किल पॉइंट्स मैटर कर रहा है इसमें। आई थिंक चिकन पॉइंट्स इज नॉट 1.5 लाख वाचिंग आ रही है। जाओ भाई तुम भी वाचिंग बढ़ाओ उनकी। तो भाई क्लॉक्स यहाँ पे दिखा रहे हैं कि RS मिदास का टीममेट है ये, इसकी फाइट ये एक्सपेक्टेड कर रहे हैं। इसके सामने जो बंदा है TB61 वो भाई मारते मारते किया ही। अगर एक नेट क्लॉक्स के पास होगा तो यहाँ पे बहुत ही मुश्किल पड़ जाएगी TB के बंदे के लिए। TB जो इस टाइम 7th में है, 7th पोजीशन पे है। KRS इस टाइम 6th पोजीशन पे है। उसने स्मोक किया है और ये वापस जाने की ट्राई करेगा।
Trapped in an awkward position. Actually gets off the roof with that. Good little maneuver here.
Okay, TG98, we're going to see what happens here.
मिदास चल कर लेगा तू।
He's probably thinking that it's
करेगा मिदास करेगा।
who were here for the first 2 matches come back here once again to go for a rematch, but they don't realize that it is KRS. A team that we haven't seen here in these compounds yet.
Sajang just taking some precursory shots out the window.
First knock though.
Yeah, first knock. Did come through.
नंगा बंदा।
Who was nuts in that last game again. Gets the headshot.
दो बंदे डाल दिए है TON के भाई। नंबर 1 और नंबर 2 टीम जो लीडर बोर्ड में इस टाइम अभी आपस में लड़ रही है। TON का एक बंदा नॉक हो चुका है। इस टाइम बहुत अच्छी लीड ले रखी थी लेकिन भाग चुके हैं यहाँ से। MCY की टीम जो कि इस टाइम नंबर 2 पोजीशन में है विद 19 पॉइंट्स के साथ। और अभी इन्होंने एक किल निकाल लिया है, तो अभी जो पॉइंट्स हो चुके हैं दोनों के बराबर है। इनके भी 20 पॉइंट्स हैं एंड MCY के 20 पॉइंट्स हैं।
No doubt. Here we go with the DP and the vector there.
और यहाँ पे जो है क्लाउड का भी
just trying to pop a few shots in onto TB and just doing a little peek shooting. Nothing coming through. Not a lot of bullets left behind that though. Not a lot of 7s. They're sometimes tough to
10 बोल रहा है, अब टपाटप देना पड़ेगा।
Find yourself oddly and quickly out of bullets.
Yeah, I mean, the big question I really want to ask for this match 3 is that the mall is basically central to this match 3 beginnings, and TON didn't go to the mall. They went to the outskirts and sort of asking for the reason why they had to do that and suffer in the result of that by losing 1 member in the process by going up against MCY.
Well, yeah, look who's chasing him, right? Like MCY, they're going to prenade this building. There's actually nobody home for this, but just in case.
Just in case.
It's just covering your bases. Nobody is home, of course, as they're just swarming.
Ring the doorbell.
Yeah. This is nobody's buying.
MCY ने भगा दिया है TON की स्क्वाड का भी कॉल।
But those are buying. See, that's different.
Even though I'm not home, I will buy the Girl Scout cookies.
Yes.
I'll teleport. I'll do anything I can to make myself over there.
Send them here, please. We will absolutely take those. That's the one time when I don't mind when somebody shows up.
You know, we've been in Korea for a while, right?
Yeah.
People here do not understand the significance of Girl Scout cookies.
They absolutely do not.
They don't. They just don't know.
There's nothing that compares here.
Absolutely do not know.
No.
Here we are.
And this is the last game, right? Or is this game?
This seems like the last game.
It's a replay. It is a replay. I recognize that car flip.
the philosophical understanding of what the observers are thinking at this moment intrigues me, to say the least. This is a live match, right?
No, that was
not.
replay again.
I'm confused now.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm actually confused at why we just saw that.
मिदास iPad में खेल रहा है.
Hey, you know what?
यार सब तो खेल रहा है iPad में.
Casting
सब खेल रहे हैं, मैंने देखा उनका पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू दिखा रहे हैं. मिदास के अलावा और भी प्लेयर्स हो गए iPad में खेल रहे हैं. 35 लाख कंप्लीट बना हुआ है. क्या बात है? थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द लाइक.
We'll show that play from the last match. Why not?
We're talking about
राणा बहुत सारे प्लेयर्स खेल रहे हैं iPad में.
They
नोट
don't
मिदास.
respect it enough. They don't
मिदास ने तो
respect
अपने
it enough.
साथ
That's all I'm
अपने चैनल
saying.
पे कुछ डाला भी था.
Respect to the Girl Scout cookies.
इंडिया में कब आएगा
okay, yeah, anybody
न्यूज़?
who's
अभी
tried
तक तो
Girl
कोई
Scout
न्यूज़ आई नहीं है, बट आई
Just
थिंक
don't
तो
know
अनाउंस
unless
हो
you try.
जाएगा. अभी
What's
पहले
your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
थोड़े स्ट्रीम्स अगर शुरू हो जाएंगे ना
You
इसके
know,
अंदर
some of the Girl
स्ट्रीम्स अगर
Scout
इंडिया में आने
cookies,
शुरू हो गए
they
तो
call it
डिमांड भी आ
cookie, but they
जाएगा.
actually sell brownies
Yeah.
alongside with it. And I was actually
But that's
figuring
still
the
named Great
brownies to be
Ideal,
the
like-
favorite of the bunch, even though they're not actually cookies.
Okay, you like the brownies.
I just like brownies in general.
That's fair. I understand.
It's good.
I'm a caramel delight kind of guy for the cookies.
Very specific.
Yeah, a little bit of coconut on top. Even though I don't normally like coconut too much, not bad.
I thought it was caramel delight, but with coconut just excluded from the entire name. But
Well,
that's
they're
actually the
in-
highlight
ग्रीन
of
फ्लेयर
the
नहीं है
cookie.
ना.
I guess,
ग्रीन
I
फ्लेयर
don't
है
know.
भाई मेरे.
I mean, some
राणा
people
ग्रीन
like
फ्लेयर
that.
चल रही है,
I do
बंदे
not.
आ रहे हैं.
It's
ग्रीन फ्लेयर
chocolate
आर अलाउड इन दिस
But anyway,
टूर्नामेंट.
that's neither here nor
That
there.
जैसा
was
कि
a
मुझे लगा
5-minute
ही था
coverage
ग्रीन
of
फ्लेयर
Girl
है.
Scout cookies.
No, hey.
You know, people deserve better. That's all
ग्रीन
I'm
फ्लेयर
saying.
अपने रिश्ते ला गया. अगर तुमने ग्रीन फ्लेयर चलाई तुम्हें किल देने वाले फालतू में.
Stuck
ठीक है,
with me.
अगर तुम्हारे आजू बाजू बंदा हो गया वो मार
so
देगा.
TB has the edge of the
ठीक है,
circle. It looks like
उनको
they're
पता
kind
चल
of
जाएगा
trailing
तुम्हारे पास एक
across
बंदा
this
नहीं है.
road, potentially looking
भाई
for
तुम्हारी
kills.
साउंड स्लो आ रही है. गेम साउंड बहुत
Yeah, gonna
तेज
make
है,
a run.
सुनाई नहीं
Decent.
दे रहा
Yeah,
तुम
this is a
क्या
really good
बोल रहे
position
हो.
to At least harass this movement. Didn't get any
अच्छा.
damage, but at
ऐसा
least
क्या?
kind of alerted TB that something's going on.
And
ठीक
for
है ब्रो, मैं
TB
अपनी
and
साउंड
KRS,
बढ़ाता. 2
both
मिनट रुक
teams
जाओ, अपनी
have-
साउंड में और बढ़ाता हूँ.
have the obstacle of
अब
moving
कैसे आ रही मेरी साउंड भाई?
with teams right next to
अब
them.
बढ़िया आ रही है
Now
क्या?
where? Take the vehicles for sure, but I don't know,
मुझे लगा ही था green
even though
flare
this is
है.
the first circle that we have to run away from, we might just see a fight heading into this next phase.
थोड़ा सा कम करो.
KRS, trying to see if anybody's, really being cautious about this. They know that if they make one bad move, if they don't check.
भाई स्पोर्ट से गेम ग्रो होता है, वो तो है यार.
TB just waiting there, instantly ready to.
अब कैसे आ रही है बात?
Gotta be extra careful here. So circle moving over towards Chester. So we're ending a little bit south of where our first circle today ended, right? That
अब ठीक आ रही है क्या आवाज कि और कम करूं मैं?
potentially, I should say. It could still just double hard shift up to the north. Who knows? But likely we're going to
भाई
be
स्पोर्ट से
somewhere
गेम
more
ग्रो
towards the
होता है,
Chester.
वो तो
But
है
it
यार.
does put out a big challenge towards MCY, our free.
पहले से बेटर है. अरे थैंक यू बिना बिज फॉर पॉइंटिंग दिस
all the
आउट.
way from the east side of Mesa.
I think they want this.
तुमने सही बोला यार, मेरी आवाज थोड़ी
Based on
कम आ रही थी
what
और
I've seen
गेम
from
की
them,
आवाज
I think they just
थोड़ी
want to drive around the edges.
ज्यादा थी.
Match too, yeah.
Yeah, just
2x
just
speed
go
करो.
that way.
You know, if there's their preferred playstyle, this circle is perfect for them.
यार स्पीड तो ठीक है यार.
That we might see a fight between them and KRS.
स्पीड का ऑप्शन भी नहीं आ रहा
Yet
इसमें.
this
आ रहा है क्या
circle
प्ले
with
स्पीड
all
नॉर्मल?
four seemingly inside the circle just safely enough.
अबे कैंसिल हो
I
जा.
think TB really wants these kills on the KRS. I think that's kind of their goal right now. Is
Definitely in a better position though. than
exactly,
KRS.
exactly.
नहीं हो रहा है
Who's that?
लेजेंड सर नो बैकग्राउंड साउंड आ रहा है.
Was that? Were they trying something?
अब नहीं आएगा वो, मैं
No,
चेक कर रहा था
I
बस.
like to ask questions, but I don't have enough answers for you on that one. Paper thin.
Okay, just checking.
खर खर
I mean, I-
आ रहा है.
maybe they just tried to car surf. I'm not sure. It's not advised.
Voice
So
isolation नहीं
they'll
हो क्या?
get away from the fight though. It seems like they're not going to just walk forward and pick up the fourth members.
नहीं हो रहा है. लेजेंड सर नो बैकग्राउंड साउंड आ रहा है.
From KRS, we're still unaware
अब नहीं आएगा वो, मैं चेक कर रहा था
to
बस.
go inside the circle if they choose to.
सिस्टम में है.
But there is
यहाँ पे चलते हैं, 21 में जाते हैं. यहाँ पे सिलेक्ट लेस नॉइस कर तो रखा है यार मैंने इनेबल. और क्या कर सकते हैं अपन?
it's outside the blue though.
Oh, interesting.
Well, I mean, theoretically.
Of Cornwall. And WD, all four members relatively close.
In the meantime, I do not even see KRS. Where are they in the map? We get a large view of the map on the other screen that we have here. I don't see KRS.
They went to Narnia. They disappeared into the closet.
इंडिया में आने दो बस कस्टम. बिल्कुल भाई.
There we go.
Next free.
इंडिया में बस आने दो.
See, I've got tons of them.
Add Narnia to Troy.
Exactly. It's just like another dimension. You can like teleport.
Jeez, man, that's a lot of
I
code.
know.
नाइस,
That's a lot of
ठीक
code.
हो गया. सब बढ़िया है. थैंक यू भाई.
Give them a break.
I'm sorry. but
Just saying.
तो तीसरा मैच है, अभी तक एक भी बंदे नहीं मरे हैं. मरे हैं बट शायद रिवाइव भी होती है क्योंकि मेरे को दिख रहा है टीवी का भी, टीवी के एक किल है, मतलब 2 बंदे मरे थे और वापस उनको बुला लिया गया है। क्लाउड्स को भी बुला लिया गया है यहाँ पे, TON का भी एक बंदा मरा था उसको बुलाया गया और अभी तक 32 बंदे अलाइव हैं और फेज 3 शुरू हो चुका है अपने। मतलब इस मैच में लगता है बहुत बंदे लोग सेफ खेल रहे हैं और भसड़ बचने वाली। अरे प्लेबैक पे और 2x पे क्लिक करो। लेजेंड सुनो, मैंने कर दिया फॉरवर्ड भाई मेरे, कर दिया है प्लेबैक पे 2x स्पीड।
It's got to be cold out if those snowmen aren't melting. I know they're magic. I get it.
That's the reason why Gyro was so outside the zone. They just wanted to bring back the 4 players safely.
Hello, Zion. Welcome.
Yeah,
welcome.
Maybe it's a little warmer in the blue zone. Like
counterintuitive.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Electricity is
define the law of physics. You say. Yeah.
Well, it has to be a little bit warmer, but there's more energy. There has to be more energy.
Electricity does equal heat.
Yeah, sure. It generates heat, of course.
I did get a B+ in my high school physics class.
Good job.
Yeah, did all right.
I have a bachelor's degree in physics.
Oh wow! Okay, so you're the one to talk.
I know a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got a few things. I don't remember it. That was like
referring back to my high school.
I mean, I don't want to talk about what year I graduated.
Okay.
But it's obvious to anybody that electricity is hot, right?
You know what? A college degree is a college degree.
Thank you.
It doesn't tell you how many years you went. No one has to know. No one has to know.
It could just be me just lying. It could just be fake news. All right, let's see. BB has cut ahead of AD, and
very aggressive entry though.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is fine for BB. If they get through this without losing anybody, they're perfectly happy.
And they're fine now.
Yeah.
So they do get the aggressive entry in without any problems, and the height vehicle still lives on, and they're in around Chester, and they just want to make sure that no one's around these compounds so they can just settle in and wait for the next circle to open up.
We do have a lot of late stragglers here, taking their time. The blue...
TON. Look at them. They're still way out there.
They are also in Narnia.
Okay, so I think that was the green flare gun entry that just took too much damage from the blue. I'm telling you.
Ooh, the hard shift to the mall. You could get that ending. You wanted it.
And if you're TON right now, you're
mall में जाओ और धमाल मचाओ. The mall.
We just landed at the mall as we did for the first 2 matches. We could have been just stuck there.
Yeah, but
for 5 phases straight.
They're at the graveyard, and I feel like this is where you should get. Like,
they'll make it in.
That special coffin top car. Like, it should come from the graveyard.
I'm telling you, I mean, these guys, all they need to do is just be consistent. They'll be fine, and they're changing up their strategies a lot. And I wonder if they'll even make it in, though.
I would think so. I think they must have a plan.
Okay.
I suspect. I don't know. Is that a cash counting machine on his back?
That was, I think, the Flex Teddy crate promotion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is he laundering money with that during the game?
There is an emote where he shoots cash out of the red significant gun. I'm not going to mention the brand. But we've seen that before.
Those cash guns? I've seen those.
Yeah, it just flies out. And haven't confirmed.
I don't have one. I'm not, I'm not cool enough.
Haven't confirmed if they were laundered or not. But just saying that he does. He does it. And he can do it unlimited amount of times as long as you have an emote.
Okay. See, that's crazy. That's like an infinite money generator.
That's a lot of money.
You're going to cause a lot of inflation.
It just could be more monopoly.
You're the reason we have inflation across the world right now.
I'm not the reason. It's Flex Teddy. I am not Flex Teddy.
इसमें पैड भी लाउड है.
Yes,
इसमें पैड भी लाउड है भाई.
It's not the government. It's Flex Teddy.
But whenever the shots come at him, he's just gonna call himself a teddy bear and just get away with it. I'm not even alive, and why are you putting some aggregations at me? I'm just a teddy bear.
Yeah. Well, all right. I think
leave him alone. He's a teddy bear.
He's a teddy bear. He's the one causing inflation.
He's a teddy bear.
Not me.
How are you gonna blame a teddy bear for inflation?
I'll blame whoever.
मतलब बुलेट स्किन नहीं है.
Okay, whatever.
I don't care. Anybody who's the problem.
मिदास के पास होगा ना. एक गेम को तो मार तो रहे हैं लोग वहाँ.
It's a lot.
It's actually, I don't know. I vaguely.
यार फोर्थ सर्कल स्टार्ट हो चुका है और अभी तक एक भी स्क्वाड जो है मरी नहीं है, तो यहाँ पे थर्ड पार्टी के बहुत चांसेस हैं. इस टाइम अगर कोई स्क्वाड फाइट करती है तो उससे थर्ड पार्टी बहुत ही. NMC वाले फुल तैयार हो चुके हैं किसी के साथ कार फाइट करने के लिए, बट अगर ये कार फाइट करेंगे तो इनकी कार डैमेज होगी और कोई थर्ड पार्टी के बिल्कुल चांसेस होंगे.
trying it on TON. This is a tougher opponent here, Joel.
Okay, back again for match 2, and this is going to be much more difficult for TON to survive this one. Barely just getting into the circle.
Yeah, one knock early for MCY, really powerful. So the 2 cars for TON not proving as powerful as one. This mobile turret that MCY is able to use is going very well.
What a good position.
TON in dire straits. One left potentially here.
MCY has been playing like this since match 2, and TON
भाई यही चल रहा है, गाड़ी पकड़ो, बंदे ट्रेल लो.
The first team. Wow, I mean, this team was the team that looked like the favorites going into this match 1 and thought we would see them at the top of the table, but
अरे किल मैसेज वाले वर्ड्स के इन कास्टर को बोलो गेम पे कंसल्ट कर दो. हाँ ब्रो बिल्कुल यार, अपनी क्या पता नहीं क्या बोल रहे लोग. भाई मैप का रिहर्सल हो रहा है, एक जगह याद आ रही है. बिल्कुल भाई बिल्कुल, मेरे को तो ट्राई की सब लगभग सारी जगह ना ऑलमोस्ट याद आ चुके हैं कि इसके बाद क्या आने वाला है, इसके बाद कौन से कंपाउंड आने वाले हैं. मेरे को तो ऐसा रहा खेल के.
Looking around the corner, he's going to chuck one around there. I think we already got up the stairs.
But for KRS, the problem is how do they get up to the roof where WD is at the moment and try to get that last kill? It's going to be very difficult to do that.
Long range shots here.
गन से ज़्यादा गाड़ी में.
Trying to drive away. It looks like should be a.
Oh yeah, भाई गाड़ी घुमाओ खेल पाओ.
So powerful, so annoying.
Yeah.
When somebody's able to.
It takes a lot of time to get up there, but once you're up there,
Meta
you're virtually invincible.
Yeah, that's true. You really do. All right, well, MCY's turn. BB is rolled up right next to them. Shinyena trying to do something around the corner with his Vector. Sacrifices his teammate for it. It's only one left. Oh,
भाई MCY ने तो ऐसी तैसी कर दी टीमों की भाई.
Oh, he got it.
Full bomb.
MCY with the aggression they've showed in match 3.
लेकिन भाई BB ने फेल दिया इस बार.
Still a lot of points.
लेकिन still 7 points बहुत है. चिकन वाले के कम points मिलते हैं. 7 points.
They took down, but I mean, yeah, BB, great job. Like we should really highlight how.
In BGMI, sniper, assaulter, agile, and supporter, but in NEC state, you only need a driver plus MSC.
7 kills. Yeah, 7 kills.
बिल्कुल भाई, requirement for a driver, heavy driver, Salman boy.
In MCY's minds, they're
BGMI भाई, for a strong team, you want a good agile, good sniper, good assaulter.
He talks a lot about the adrenaline.
But
I get that.
This is basically MCY. All 4.
In NEC state, you only need a heavy driver.
I love roller coasters for that reason. I love like anything that'll get my adrenaline going. I'm there with you. That's why I love adrenaline going. Okay, so we talked about this rooftop position. Now, a little bit less safe as the rest of WD has fallen. So for Jam, trying to come up and over the top. No, sir. Clux with that silenced AK.
You are not invincible on the roof.
सही कहा.
WD, are they just
भाई इसमें रिक्वायरमेंट होगी भाई गाड़ी चलानी आती तो वही बंदे टीम ज्वाइन करे. क्या है भाई, क्या चल रहा है इस गेम में? बिल्कुल भाई बहुत मसाला बढ़िया चल रहा है अपना. कोरिया का जो है न्यू स्टेट ओपन टूर्नामेंट चल रहा है, इसको देख रहे हैं. इसी न्यू स्टेट में क्लाइंट रिक्वायरमेंट ये होगी गाड़ी चलानी आती है तो क्लाइंट ज्वाइन करना, नहीं तो मत ज्वाइन करना. गन वन चलानी आती ना हो, गाड़ी चलानी आनी चाहिए बंदे को.
Basically confirmed to go to the finals.
Yeah, save yourself a little stress.
There you go.
Ruin, Car 98 and a DP trying to spray through BB.
I like this. I really like this position.
Yeah, 80 should have that there knock. Indeed, Bar has been knocked.
Makes a lot of sense, and that was going to be basically an open tail. 80 knew exactly what they were getting themselves into, and BB tried to hold on.
Big 9 still in the back. For BB, so there's still potential for them to maybe eke out some points in the long run, right at the front door, saying hello. Ooh, goodbye. Goodbye.
What a spray.
No more
that was
life.
Single player effort right there.
KRS just gone. Yeah, I mean he just held the line. What a great position he had.
Vario, I'm gonna be keeping my eyes on him. That was an incredible spray with the M4. I think it was a barrel actually.
The barrel? You were talking about earlier how a lot of players really like the barrel.
The high-ranked players really tend to prefer the barrel, as you know, with the condition that they can control it really well. It just boasts a lot of damage.
It's a crazy good gun.
It's a good gun in any PUBG game you play.
Yeah, definitely. It hits hard. It's got some room for attachments, and it's a lot of fun to use.
The potential of that gun is really up to your skill level.
True, exactly. Yeah. I think that's really well said. I think it really is just, the higher the skill you get, the more important that becomes with the gun in your hand. So that's why you can use, higher damage, harder to control guns, because you're just that good.
But for TB though, they're up in the roof of the mall, but the roof of the mall has been negated in this next circle, so it's going to be the most difficult escape room that you probably ever experienced if you're TB at this point trying to get out of here. Very, very difficult.
I've never found many of them to be super difficult.
This one's
That's what I'm annoyed with by escape rooms. They're too easy.
Get in this one.
Okay.
Get in this one. I'm telling you, you won't be complaining.
हाँ भाई आती है मॉल में बसड़ ये कहाँ का है
Yeah, you were going to take it to get the money.
दिखा ना
I'm doing it to show off.
चुप करना
For different purposes in mind.
Completely. That pumpkin doesn't look like it can hold much.
But with that said, NMG is in a wonderful, wonderful position.
Yes.
AD is just on the scouting route, and TB, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to win this match unless they get some really good snipes from that position.
It looks good here for AD, and I like this maneuvering. Trying to get a good position around the corner, cover the exit routes. They can even maybe get up on that roof themselves.
Circle, though.
But look who's up here. DG98. Already up on this roof watching.
DG98 is inside the circle. He doesn't see it.
No.
Yeah, I think he gets knocked outside of the circle there.
भाई बैकग्राउंड नॉइस हो रहा है
See if he can get that.
गाने बज रहे हैं क्या
Bounces just a bit too far, does some damage, sprays up and over, hits the head.
That's just one shot away, one shot away.
TB भाई लो टॉस पे नेड जो है ओपी
Could be good. It's a stun.
अबे भाई नेड कर दे
Trying to I think he's trying to cover his position.
ओ भाई
happened. The cover fire is available for AD. Look at this hill. They're able to find an angle.
Pack's way out in the open though. This is a dangerous position you don't want to be playing with here. I mean, TB, you should really be taking advantage of this position when your opponents are right out into the open.
अब भी हो रहा है क्या बात?
Just take him out from that position. Obviously, definitely
अब नहीं हो रहा होगा शायद.
Have that done, but AD. Just a circle. There it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you can peel through that one. This circle really interesting, Joel. It has a little bit of this building.
Yeah, the mall guys are safe.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, over the
top. Oh my God!
Oh, right in
Where
the back.
Where did that come from?
Came from NMG. They're trying to make their push, but the return grenade is.
Okay.
Is that their own grenade?
हाथ क्यों लगा रहा है? पागल हो गया क्या? Don't जा भाई.
He has to abandon him.
You can't. Not gonna happen here. Look at the crossfire now.
Oh no, he did not see it.
Shut down.
It's an all-out battle between the three teams. No one is really understanding where each of these positions.
अरे भाई कैसे मार रहा है ये भागते-भागते?
Fair move.
Okay.
From the roof.
Moment.
Rash trying to spray it down, trying to cover his entrance underneath. I think he did.
Get the res though. That's
oh bhai OP nade.
All right. Grenade.
Grenade.
Oh, this if it's right on the money.
Oh boy.
Oh, so close.
Just a bit too high, Joel. It was close.
Ek aur nade. One more.
That was 1 millisecond earlier. That could have gotten kills on both. The circle is shrinking in. This is going to be the final circle. They have to get out.
Lotus nade और ये
what a play! Oh my goodness!
From the blue!
Are
you kidding me?
Cannot be serious.
Lotus nade.
Unbelievable.
Holy mackerel! That one paper
They were done. I thought AD had that.
No, TB was not supposed to win that one.
No.
They were up against 3 enemies who were completely just dominating the zone.
I'd be like celebrating and just throwing stuff, and I don't know. I'd be kicked out of the event.
भाई क्या नेड फेड़ा भाई लड़की खेलने की टीम में भाई ये
How the heck did we lose that one?
That grenade. Absolutely unbelievable.
Unbelievable. That was 3 kills right there, just like that. And that equals 7 kills with a first place finish for TB.
Vermouth, it's 6 kills.
Ooh, I'm suspecting that's the one that threw the grenade at the end.
I believe so.
Goodness me, that was... of all the PUBG games, not just League,
भाई नेड और
I think that was probably one of the most significant frag grenades I've ever seen.
I've never seen somebody.
भाई वो नेड तो भाई एक्सपीरियंस बढ़ रहा है भाई बिल्कुल देख के भाई ऐसा मैच सिर्फ इस पर में देखने को मिलता है धीरे-धीरे.
Here we are.
That is the first time I've seen anything quite like that.
That is crazy. You know, we're not looking at chat.
भाई BGMI की तरह एक गाड़ी में मत जाना भाई. चारों बंदे एक गाड़ी और हैवी ड्राइवर पकड़ो.
I want to see a lot of poggers in chat.
That was crazy.
That was one of the best endings to anything I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Actually legit.
That was insane.
Oh my goodness.
And you're calling this an amateur tournament? Are you serious?
Not anymore. we have upgraded. We started as an amateur tournament. Now we move towards the pro one.
Yeah,
this was a pro move. Vermouth just absolutely nuts.
You know, I think this is a great timing. Oh, I'm still
Perfect.
I still can't get over that.
That was the best thing I've seen.
माइंड वाला हो गेम है बिल्कुल भाई. न्यू स्टेट में नेड और गाड़ी चलती है भाई बस. नेड गाड़ी सब चलता है यार. इसमें LMG SMG भी चलता है, DMR भी चलता है, M4 को छोड़ के सब चलता है इसमें. मैं तो बहुत दिन से खेल ही नहीं रहा अच्छे से. खेलो भाई जिनो. कौन किसने बोला है ऐसा? स्पोर्ट में देखने को मिलता है. सही है. एक हील करो, एक जोन में मॉलिनेट करो. ये क्या हो रहा है गेम में? बिल्कुल सही हो रहा है भाई. ये देखो ये प्राइस पूल है. वाइल्ड कार्ड 18 को वाइल्ड कार्ड आएगा. फर्स्ट ओपन. अच्छा ग्रुप से चल रहे हैं 15, 16, 17. आज ग्रुप 1 का होगा, कल ग्रुप B का होगा, परसों ग्रुप C का होगा, है ना. यह प्राइस पूल अपने कोरियन करेंसी में है. ये शेड्यूल कितने मैच थे? 3 मैच थे क्या? शो स्टार्ट इन टाइमिंग जो है थर्सडे 17:30. तो कौन सा टाइम है भाई ये? 17:30 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 5 5:30 बजे का टाइमिंग है ये. 5:30 कोरियन टाइम होगा ना ये. FPV खेलो गाइस. मेरी KD 200 की हो गई. पॉइंट भी पहुंच गया. बहुत बढ़िया भाई FPV. भाई इंडिया में कब से होगा? इंडिया में यार अभी तक तो कोई कंफर्म ऑफिशियल न्यूज़ आई नहीं है, बट होगा, बहुत जल्द होगा. जस्ट लगे रहो भाई, ग्राइंड करते रहो. होगा तो होगा, नहीं होगा तो वैसे भी कर ही रहे हो. टाइम बर्बाद करते रहो, टाइम बर्बाद. ठीक है भाई. BGMI में टाइम बर्बाद कर रहे तो न्यू स्टेट में कर लो भाई. जब होगा तो कर लेना ज्वाइन. भाई आप PUBG न्यू स्टेट के मोर्टल हो बारे. थैंक यू सो मच UM डैगर यार. थैंक यू सो मच भाई. बहुत बड़ी बात बोल दिया आपने. फर्स्ट को 1 करोड़ 25 लाख, सेकंड को 30 लाख एंड थर्ड को 10 लाख. दैट्स अ ह्यूज मनी, लॉट ऑफ मनी भाई. 1 करोड़ 25 लाख पहले बंदे को भाई. डिस्कॉर्ड बनना था यार, साथ में देख सकते थे. डिस्कॉर्ड तो है यार, डिस्कॉर्ड तो है. यू कैन ज्वाइन. इसमें टीम इनवाइट की है क्या? इनवाइटेड टीम तो एक ही टीम बोला था उन्होंने इनवाइट करेंगे, तो वो पता नहीं कौन सी टीम इनवाइट करी है, कुछ पता नहीं उनका. ये सारी डिटेल्स यार देखने पड़ेंगे कहीं पे कौन सी टीम इनवाइटेड है. ये इनकी तो घातक कौन है? ये भी अच्छा है. रावण घातक कौन है भाई फिर? कोई नहीं भाई, वो BGMI के प्लेयर से, उनको BGMI रहने दो. हम न्यू स्टेट के प्लेयर से. स्लिम OP एडवाइस. थैंक यू सो मच भाई. हम न्यू स्टेट के प्लेयर हैं, हम न्यू स्टेट में ही ठीक है भाई. वी हैव बीन स्विच्ड टू न्यू स्टेट एंटायरली. BGMI से पूरे निस्ते नास्ते कट चुके हैं अपने भाई. अब न्यू स्टेट में फुल फोकस है अपना. भाई साहब आईपैड पे खेल रहे भाई. मेरे पास लिनोवो का टैबलेट है. ब्रो तुम भी आईपैड ले लो यार. दाढ़ी थोड़ी मजदूरी करो, पैसे वैसे कमाओ, आईपैड ले लो. पैसा का जुगाड़ करो भाई. पेपर बेचो, चाय बेचो, केला बेचो, अमरूद बेचो, बच्चों को ट्यूशन पढ़ाओ, कुछ भी करो. पैसा जमा करो, पॉकेट मनी सेव करो, डिवाइस ले लो। किडनी उड़ी मत ये बेचना लेकिन चोरी वोरी मत करना, मेहनत मजदूरी करो और पैसा कमाओ और खरीद लो फोन। फोन खरीदो, जिंदगी बनाओ, करियर बनाओ, या पढ़ाई लिखाई करो, जॉब करो, उसके बाद फोन खरीद लो। ये एडवाइस दूंगा भाई। केला खरीदोगे भाई? बिल्कुल यार, केला खरीद लेंगे यार। वैसे केला यार सर्दी में तो खाया नहीं मैंने बड़े टाइम से, गर्मी में खाता था मैं। भाई को डायरेक्ट 5x मतलब 5 गुना मिलता है भाई एक 1 वाले मचा रहे। अभी कौन सी टीम नंबर 1 पे? वही है क्या? NMY थी, टॉन थी नंबर 1 पे बैठी यार। देखना पड़ेगा ये साल क्या दिखा रहे ग्रुप से, पॉइंट स्टैंडिंग दिखा रहे। यस ब्रो। भाई एंड हो गया क्या? खत्म? 3 ही मैच थे क्या? क्या बात कर रहे हो? खत्म हो गया? चल तो रहा है। नेक्स्ट इन इंडोनेशिया टू रेसिपी मोड। देखते हैं स्टार्ट से। वाइल्ड कार्ड मतलब न्यू स्टेट में पॉलिटिक्स हो रहा है नहीं यार, ऐसा नहीं होगा। $66 सर्वाइवर्स। देखते हैं 10 सेकंड के बाद क्या आने वाला है इनका। तीन सेकंड।
트로이에서 20분 치킨각? 속도감 넘치는 극한의 트로이를 경험하라. 익스트림 배틀로얄 모드를 소개합니다. 트로이 맵 4곱하기4 크기의 영역에서 64명이 플레이하는 익스트림 배틀로얄 모드는 매경기 랜덤으로 4곱하기4 크기의 경기 구역이 결정됩니다. 경기 제한 구역을 30초 동안 벗어나면 기저로 사망 처리되니까 조심하세요. 익스트림 배틀로얄 모드에서는 기존 오리지널 배틀로얄 모드보다 비행기 고도가 낮아 더 빠르게 빌드에 도착하고
ग्रुप। अच्छा अभी मैं दिखा देता हूँ फोटो जो है ग्रुप A टीम, ग्रुप B टीम, ग्रुप C टीम और वाइल्ड कार्ड्स में 8 टीम्स है भाई। टोटली वी हैव वी कैन से दैट वी हैव टोटल 4 ग्रुप्स बता रहा हूँ भाई। मैं अभी स्क्रीनशॉट ले लेता हूँ, मैं दिखा दूंगा भाई। तो भाई 8 टीम्स है जिसमें से ओनली टॉप 2 टीम्स एडवांस टू फाइनल्स। 2 टीम्स जाएंगी सिर्फ फाइनल्स में, ठीक है। और फाइनल्स जो होगा, फाइनल्स भी 8 टीम्स में होने वाला भाई। तो मतलब 4 ग्रुप बन गए हैं। एक ग्रुप जो अपना वाइल्ड कार्ड का ग्रुप है। वाइल्ड कार्ड मतलब वाइल्ड कार्ड में मेरे को लग रहा है जो ग्रुप A, B और C के जो हारे हुए प्लेयर्स है ना, उनका एक ग्रुप बनेगा, ठीक है ना। मतलब तो मेरे को वो लग सकता है वाइल्ड कार्ड उनका हो सकता है। तो वाइल्ड कार्ड में भी, वाइल्ड कार्ड ऐसे नहीं कि वाइल्ड कार्ड से किसी को डायरेक्ट इनविटेशन मिला। वाइल्ड कार्ड की भी लड़ाई होगी और उसमें से 2 टॉप के 2 टीम्स फिर फाइनल्स में जाएंगे, समझ गए ना। तो भाई तो 4 ग्रुप बन चुके हैं टोटल। 4 में से हर 2 प्लेयर्स जाएंगे और फाइनल्स भी 8 प्लेयर्स का होने वाला है। तो फाइनल्स मतलब फाइनल्स भी सेम BR एक्सट्रीम मैप में होने वाला है, फाइनल्स उसमें नहीं होगा। तो यार ये जो वो रहता है ना कि BGMI में कि हमारा ये ड्रॉप है, हमको ये ड्रॉप लेना है, इससे वो होता है कि भाई किसी का फिक्स ड्रॉप नहीं रहता। हर बंदे को हर जगह ड्रॉप लेना आना चाहिए, हर बंदे को हर जगह पता होना चाहिए। अब BGMI में क्या होता है कि बंदा वहीं जाता है, रैंक क्या कहते हैं, स्कूल जाने वाले स्कूल जाएंगे, याचना वाले याचना जाएंगे। लेकिन BR एक्सट्रीम में भाई तुमको कुछ पता नहीं कहाँ का जोन बनेगा, तुमको कहाँ अपनी ड्रॉप लेना है। ड्रॉप लोकेशन हर बार चेंज होती रहेगी। ये डिफरेंस, मेजर डिफरेंस है भाई न्यू स्टेट और इसमें। बहुत सारा मजा 19.5 को आएगा, वो तो बिल्कुल आएगा ब्रो। लेकिन 19.5 को सेम 8 टीमों के साथ ये भाई इंग्लिश में बोलने कहो। थर्ड ग्रुप के चीज। अभी मेरा लड़का फिर से आ गया और वाइल्ड कार्ड में अपन आ गए भाई। कस्टम रूम बना सकते हैं क्या इसमें? अनुज नगर लाइव न्यू मैप आ गया क्या? अनुज नगर भाई अभी तो कस्टम रूम हम लोग नहीं बना सकते, न्यू मैप भी नहीं आया है, अभी तो बीआर एक्सट्रीम मोड ही चल रहा है, वही इसी का टूर्नामेंट चल रहा है, उसी का हम लोग वॉच पार्टी कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे। कस्टम रूम तो कोरिया वाले बना रहे हैं, इंडिया में कोई बना नहीं रहा, जैसे ही कुछ इंडिया में आएगा तो सबसे पहला मैं अपने चैनल पे डाल दूंगा अपडेट कि भाई कौन इंडिया में कस्टम रूम बना रहा है और कैसे उसका कस्टम रूम ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं। और भाई एनी मोर क्वेश्चन, ब्रेक हो गया है, ब्रेक है ब्रो, इस ग्रुप प्ले 8 मैचेस। भाई खेलो क्या हूँ क्या? अभी नहीं खेल रहा यार मैं, अभी तो बस वॉच पार्टी चल रही है। कितने मैचेस खेलेंगे यार, ये तो कुछ ये भी लिखा है क्या? टीम्स एडवांस टीम्स Secret Academy, SA, another level, PGS, KP Gaming, New Ray, VAF, top 2. Bad Boys, NMOC Pro, Team K.
Welcome back everybody to the new
Point Matrix bro, Point Matrix, Chicken के 5, Second के 3, 5, 3, 2, 1. बस टॉप 4 चिकन के 5 पॉइंट मिल रहे, सेकंड आने के 3 पॉइंट है, थर्ड पोजीशन के 2 पॉइंट है, फोर्थ के 1 पॉइंट है, किल के 1 पॉइंट है, ये इसके पॉइंट्स है भाई। सप्लाई बॉक्स एंड सॉर्टिंग सिस्टम डीएक्टिवेट है भाई। सप्लाई बॉक्स बोले तो 8 मैचेस पॉइंट स्टैंडिंग, 8 मैचेस का टॉप 2 टीम रन टू फाइनल, allocated into group A, 0 top team.
Elevates them up all the way to third place, not too far behind the second place of TON, which has fallen from their original first place finish.
इंडियन e-sports का क्या सीन है न्यूज़ में? बिल्कुल भाई, इंडियन e-sports की बिल्कुल तैयारी हो रही है। कूल सदा ग्रेट हमारे हैं जो विलेजर e-sports के बंदे लगे पड़े दिन रात खेलने में, ग्राइंड कर लगता है अपनी टीम लेके आएंगे, तो भाई बिल्कुल MYC Pro with total 20 kill points, क्या बात है।
This is really intense, to be honest. I mean, anybody's game.
25.
Now, I mean, we still have a lot of games to play. We've only played 3. We have 5 more to go.
Yeah.
So a lot of points.
MC Pro ने शायद 1 चिकन किया होगा तो उनके 5 पॉइंट्स हैं। टाइटंस ने भी 1 चिकन किया होगा, टाइटंस और न्यूज़ तो उनके 5 पॉइंट है। कोरियन टीम ने 1 चिकन किया होगा और 5, 6, 7 और एक में थर्ड आए होंगे। भाई बिल्कुल किल की गेम है, किल निकालने, चिकन में बस 5 पॉइंट मिल रहे भाई। अरे सेम आईपीएल का सिस्टम है, सेमीफाइनल से जो हारा हुआ उसको एक मौका मिलेगा फाइनल। हाँ वही है, वाइल्ड कार्ड में वही रहेगा, जो एबीसी टीम्स में से जो बाहर गए होंगे ना उनमें से मेरे को लग रहा है क्या कहते हैं, जैसे टॉप 2 टीम जा रही हैं तो थर्ड फोर्थ तीनों ग्रुप में से थर्ड फोर्थ टीम को वाइल्ड कार्ड ग्रुप में डाल के उनमें से फिर टॉप 2 टीम को लेके जाएंगे। ओपी भाई, थैंक यू सो मच। कोई कुछ नहीं बोलेगा, #7। अरे भाई मिजाज की टीम है 7 और मैच नंबर 4 जब में स्टार्ट हो चुका है। इसके अलावा आज 4 मैच और होंगे, 8 मैच होंगे भाई। 8 मैच में आपको टॉप 2 पोजीशन लेके आनी है, नहीं तो आपके पास एक वाइल्ड कार्ड का ऑप्शन अवेलेबल रहेगा अगर आप थर्ड फोर्थ होते हो तो। भाई किल्स का मैटा है, इसमें किल्स निकालोगे तो फायदा है, 5 किल निकालोगे चिकन के बराबर तुम्हारे पॉइंट हो जाएंगे। 5 किल निकाल दो, 10 किल निकाल दो, बस काफी है भाई। एक मैच में अगर तुम 8-8, 9-9 पॉइंट भी निकालोगे ना हर मैच में, बहुत है इसमें। 8 पॉइंट किल से निकाल लो, या तो फिर चिकन में तो 5 पॉइंट ही मिल रहा है, ज्यादा नहीं मिल रहा चिकन का। भाई पिस्तल क्यों रखा हुआ भाई, गन पकड़ ले हाथ में। भाई बीजीएमआई में 1 आवर्स में 1 मैच होता है, बिल्कुल भाई इसमें 1 आवर में 3-4 मैच करवा दिए, वही फास्ट है भाई। अब ये आईपीएल T20 बन चुका भाई, यही तो मजा है भाई बीआर एक्सट्रीम मोड का। अब 30 घंटे खेलने की जरूरत नहीं है, बस 20 मिनट खेलो और आराम से अपना चिल मारो। अब जैसे भाई आईपीएल ने तहलका मचा दिया था ना भाई, आईपीएल जैसे आया था, T20 जैसे आया था, 50-50 कौन देखता है, ना देखता है ना खेलता है, खेलने का मजा नहीं आता, देखने का भी मजा नहीं आता 50-50 मैच। अब तो T20 चलता है भाई, जिसमें छक्के पे छक्के मारते हैं, इसमें भी भाई लड़ाई पे लड़ाई होगी। अब भाई 50-50 में तो भाई आधे घंटे तक बंदे लूटिंग करते रहते हैं, मतलब 30 मिनट्स के मैच में क्या होता है भाई, आधे घंटे का मतलब 15 मिनट तक बंदे लूटते रहेंगे, 15 मिनट तक लूट 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 और लास्ट में फाइट देखने को मिलेगी। लेकिन ये T20 मैच है भाई, इसमें पहले ओवर में बंदे 6 मारना शुरू कर देते हैं। यही मजा है भाई इस गेम का, जो गेम इसको अलग बनाता है अपने BGMI से, ओल्ड स्कूल से। ठीक है भाई, मेटा तो गाड़ी का है, अरे गेम सबसे फास्ट एंड फास्ट मैच होता है भाई। बंदे TPP गाड़ी के अंदर लेंगे देखना, कोई भी दिखा स्टार्टिंग चैनल। हाँ वही फास्ट ड्राइव होता है 3 सेकंड में। बिल्कुल भाई, जितना तुम फास्ट गेम को बनाओगे उतना ही मजा आएगा। फास्ट पेस गेम देखो भाई कैसे लड़ाई करने आ गए, बिल्कुल बिना नॉक डाले सीधा ठोक दे के हम रिवाइव करेंगे। और ये गाड़ी ओ भाई हक दिया इसने तो भाई ड्राइवर। ये तो मैं तो गाड़ी से चल लेता हूँ, गाड़ी की रुक दी उसके, मैं तो गाड़ी से ठोकता उसको पहले। मैं सबसे आगे न्यू स्टेट, फास्ट ग्रेनेड होता है 4 सेकंड रिकॉइल। मैं सबसे आगे न्यू स्टेट, बिल्कुल भाई फास्ट। आप न्यू ही इंडियन न्यू स्टेट कम्युनिटी बनाई, आपने ही इंडियन न्यू स्टेट कम्युनिटी बनाई, क्या बात है यार, थैंक यू सो मच यार। ऐसा क्या मैंने बनाया नहीं यार, मैं तो बस लगा रहता हूँ, बाकी लोग देख के इंस्पायर होते हैं और वो भी ट्राई करते हैं और वो भी कर रहे हैं, बहुत अच्छा लोग कर रहे हैं यार। मेरे को देख के मेरे को बहुत खुशी होती है यार जब भी लोग आते हैं। मैं तो बस भाई खेल ही रहा हूँ स्टार्टिंग से, वो जब से आया गेम। स्टार्टिंग में मेरे को लगता नहीं कोई इसकी स्ट्रीम भी कर रहा था, न्यू स्टेट की स्ट्रीम, मतलब रेगुलर स्ट्रीम किसी ने नहीं कर रही थी यार। फर्स्ट वीक में बस अकेला मैं था जो कर रहा था, मतलब रैंक पुश कर रहा था और स्ट्रीम कर रहा था, मेरे अलावा और कोई इसी ने स्ट्रीम तो नहीं किया था। उसके बाद फिर दूसरे वीक तीसरे वीक से जब देखा कि कॉन्कर हो गया बंदों का, तब फिर लोगों ने भी बोला कि यार हम भी इसमें स्ट्रीम करना शुरू करते। सेकंड वीक थर्ड वीक से फिर बहुत सारे बंदे स्ट्रीम करना शुरू कर दिया था। कह सकता है सबसे पहले मैंने किया भाई, बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रीम करता था मैं, 12-12 घंटे स्ट्रीम कर रहा था फर्स्ट वीक में, जैसे गेम लॉन्च हुआ था। ये सब तो कर रहा था मैं स्टार्टिंग में। अब तो बहुत सारे यूट्यूबर्स आ चुके हैं मार्केट में, मैं देखता हूँ यार बहुत सारे लोग कर रहे हैं, बहुत अच्छी स्ट्रीम करते हैं। मैं खुद जाके उनका चैनल विजिट करता हूँ, लाइक वाइक मार के आता हूँ, उनको पता ही होगा, तुम भी देखते होंगे, कमेंट मार के आता हूँ। मैं डेली देखता हूँ कौन कौन से स्ट्रीमर्स आ रखे हैं मार्केट में। ये टूर्नामेंट के बाद न्यू स्टेट हैज 5 पे आ जाएगा प्ले स्टोर में, क्या बात है गाइस। ये मॉल के ऊपर नागिन डांस क्यों कर रहा है, पिक क्लिक कर रहा है। भाई यही तो है नागिन डांस, इसके नीचे बंदे, इसको पता है ये डालेगा किसी एक बंदे को।
Find an angle and a pick basically is what you're looking for there.
Yeah. TV though, this team we like very much.
Yeah.
After match,
I'm a fan now, and we should point out that L is the woman player on the team. Yeah,
only female player in this competition. It seems like.
Yep, and her and DG98 are up here. He gets some damage to soften him up, and it's Vermouth's grenade.
And I think DG98's shot silenced the grenade enough that they didn't know.
And that might be. They might have never heard it. It's hard. Yeah, it's really
hard. Use भी कर रहा था पर उसमें एटीट्यूड बहुत ज्यादा है। जीनो गेमिंग न्यूक नहीं कर रहा था यार, वो न्यूक नहीं कर रहा था स्ट्रीम। मैं बताता हूँ, उसने ना बहुत लेट स्ट्रीम किया था स्टार्टिंग में, मतलब किया होगा कि नहीं किया होगा, वो स्ट्रीम नहीं करता था भाई न्यूक। यू आर मैं बता रहा हूँ फर्स्ट वीक की बात बता रहा हूँ मैं। फर्स्ट वीक में कौन करता था, जब गेम लॉन्च हुआ था, मैं न्यू का चैनल खोल देता तुम्हारे सामने भी। फर्स्ट वीक में कौन करता था मैं बताता हूँ। एटीट्यूड ज्यादा नहीं भाई, उसको माइक नहीं चलता तो वो बोलता नहीं कुछ। एटीट्यूड नहीं भाई, वो जब स्ट्रीम करता है तो उसकी आवाज नहीं आती बस। ये बात है यार। बंदा सही है वैसे, मैं खेलता था उसके साथ, आपके खेलता नहीं वो।
Just solid positioning.
We have a trespassing situation, Paperton. Okay. You just need a few barks of the dog.
I see.
For them to just leave. And that's what happened here. TON trying to trespass.
Beware of the dog.
That's the bark.
न्यूज़ मेरी जितनी स्ट्रीम नहीं करता था, बट जितना मैं स्ट्रीम करता था उतना मेरे को लगता है कि इसने स्ट्रीम किया होगा। योद्धा भी उतनी स्ट्रीम नहीं करता था, वो भी 2-3 घंटे आता था। खेलता वो 24 घंटे था, बट स्ट्रीम बहुत कम करता था वो, क्योंकि वही रहता था स्ट्रीम स्नैप का डर रहता था लोगों को
multiple
I got
angles
to
today.
talk about something.
न्यूक को भी सेम
Look, I already
स्नैप का डर
talked
रहता था
about
तो वो भी इतना नहीं करता था.
Hey, man. We did get to Dragon Ball once, right?
You got it. Yeah, that's obligatory for
Okay.
any esports cast.
Oh, but here's
Ooh.
something to talk about.
That's some good shooting with the Mini 14.
You know, they did the parking, but they just really didn't like the trash versus in the first place.
अभी मैं न्यूक के चैनल पे हूँ
Give him a warning and then you bite.
और जो उसकी पहली न्यूज स्टेट की वीडियो है ना
Oh, got the
उसमें
knocker on off.
He ain't coming back.
उसने सीधा ये डाला है.
I think just
पहली जो उसकी न्यूज स्टेट की वीडियो तुम देखो 3 मंथ्स अगो न्यूक के चैनल पे उसने ये डाल रखा है कि न्यूक नंबर 1 पे विद 3000 पॉइंट्स विद 3000 पॉइंट्स में बंदे का कंट्रोल नहीं लगता. 3000 पॉइंट्स का नंबर 1 पे था वो. उसके नीचे मैं हूँ थंबनेल में देखो. तो वो उसने बस 2 मिनट की वीडियो डाली है.
Okay.
तो 3000 पॉइंट पे उसने 2 मिनट की वीडियो डाली है. और मैं जब गेम स्टार्ट हुआ था ना उस दिन से स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ भाई. मैं समझ रहे हो तुम 3000 पॉइंट तक कितने टीम में पहुंचे होंगे.
Under pressure
तो भाई मैं कह सकता हूँ प्राउडली कि मैं सबसे पहले स्ट्रीम शुरू की मैंने भाई गेम की रैंक पुश के साथ. आई कैन से दैट प्राउडली भाई. 4000 आवर्स वाचिंग पूरा हो गया क्या भाई. बहुत पहले तो हो चुका है यार. तभी तुमको मेरे चैनल पे जो है सुपर चैट एंड ज्वाइन का ऑप्शन दिख रहा होगा. अगर सुपर चैट का ऑप्शन है दैट मींस 4000 आवर्स कंप्लीटेड है विद 1000 सब्सक्राइबर्स जो बेसिक क्राइटेरिया होता है. You are the first person who started stream and also with 4 years of gaming experience. Also, you never try to be fake person like other streamers. Hope you. अरे भाई साहब, thank you so much for the support यार. मिदास पिट चुका है, क्लास पिट चुका है, हॉडल अकेला क्या यहाँ पे हॉडल डॉक्टर हॉडल अपने कुछ कर पाएंगे. नाइस नाइस हॉडल डॉक्टर हॉडल ऑन द मेडिसिन वैक्सीन लगाते हुए यहाँ पे कोविड का. एडी की टीम को यहाँ पे एक नेट फेंकना चाहिए इनके ऊपर. यहाँ पे नेट आया है ये कि दरवाजे की जस्ट पास थोड़ा और डीप नेट करें अगर ये तो ये बंदा जो पट्टियां मार रहा है इजीली नॉक हो सकता है. थोड़ा अंदर तक नेट फेंको. लोटस मॉली करते हुए यहाँ पे मिदास नॉक है क्या. यहाँ पे मिदास को रिवाइव दिया जाएगा. अगर 2 बंदे मिलके मिदास को उठाते तो मिदास इजीली उठ सकता था. यहाँ पे स्मोक करते हुए अब यहाँ पे रिवाइव की प्रक्रिया शुरू करें. डॉक्टर ऑर्डर जो है रिवाइविंग पे जाएंगे अपने बंदे के लिए. एनएमसी की स्क्वाड यहाँ पे आके थर्ड पार्टी करती है बिल्कुल इंटरेस्ट ले रही है. होडल को पेल दिया यार. एनएमसी वाले तो बहुत ही खतरनाक धमाल मत. और ये बहुत ही गंदा कंपाउंड है गाइस. फाइट करने के लिए कभी इस कंपाउंड में फाइट अभी कभी जिंदगी में इस कंपाउंड में फाइट मत करना. पहले बता रहा हूँ ये कंपाउंड में दूर दूर से बंदे तुम्हारी ऐसी तैसी कर सकते हैं भाई. इतना गंदा कंपाउंड है ये. सबसे पहले तूने ही लगभग रोज किया है. और हाँ ब्रो मैं बोल तो रहा हूँ सबसे ज्यादा मैंने किया था स्टार्टिंग में. जिसका फ्रूट मुझे आज ही मिलता है. लोग आज भी आके स्ट्रीम पे बोल के जाते हैं यार ओपी स्ट्रीम लाइक मार के जाते हैं. खत्म. हो सकता है अच्छा होगा. KRS1 का एक ही बंदा बचा है यार. अरे राणा थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द 30 भाई 29. क्या बात है. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द 29 रुपए सुपर चैट. राणा ओपी इन द चैट. एडी के 3 बंदे बचे हैं. एनएमसी के भी 3 बंदे बचे हैं. एनएमसी थर्ड पार्टी करने आई थी शायद. हाँ मिदास की स्क्वाड को पूरा खा चुके हैं. और यहाँ पे जो है बहुत ही अच्छा पोजीशन लेके बैठे हुए हैं. और यहाँ पे आगे दे रहे हैं पीछे दे देंगे. ओ भाई नीड से ही पड़ गया शायद ये. भाई गेम में ओनली किल्स इंपॉर्टेंट है. चिकन इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है गाइस. तो अपना पूरा फोकस किल्स पे निकालो. और देखो दूर से बंदे लगे पड़े स्नाइपिंग देने में. इस घर पे बेकार सा कर रही है. दूर से लगे पड़े.
And now we see the other teams getting more comfortable and starting to build up their aggression in their own way. It's not such an easy game anymore for MCY, who does hold first place at the moment. But
they've already got 10 kills in this game.
Hey, but you know
10 kills यार बहुत होते हैं. 10 किल निकाल चुका है MCY. 2 प्लेयर्स बचे. 10 kills बहुत है उनके पास यार. हर गेम में तुम एवरेज का 8 किल भी निकाल के चलोगे ना तुम टॉप 2 बन जाओगे. अभी देखो टॉप 5 टीम बची है ठीक है. 5 में से अगर तुम टॉप 4 में आ गए, तुमको 1 पॉइंट मिल गया। थर्ड कितना पॉइंट था? 5 3 2 1। चिकन पे 5 पॉइंट है, सेकंड पे 3 पॉइंट। मिदास को अब मालूम पड़ा कि असली बंदे कौन होते हैं। न्यू स्टेट का बेस्ट यूट्यूबर आई थिंक तू ना न्यू स्टेट का बेस्ट यूट्यूबर है। थैंक यू सो मच यार। प्लीज सपोर्ट करो मिदास को। क्या करे भाई, मिदास की टीम बाहर हो गई यार।
Shooting two of them? That's a lot of money. Bruh. That's a lot of money. He be flexing.
Whoa. He's got the Lambo for sure.
But instead of the Lambo, he just shoots the two green flare guns.
Look, you gotta, I mean, the Lambo, you know.
Life choices, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe later, when the stonks are up. All right, here they come for MCY. Crisscrossing planes. Let's see. Looks like TB wants to get aggressive on this.
Oh, man.
अब ये कह रहे हैं हम थर्ड पार्टी करेंगे। 2 ग्रीन फ्लेयर चलाए तो ये आके लड़ने के लिए आ चुके हैं। इसका नेड होता भाई, बंदे तेरे पास नेड होता ना, मजा ही आ जाता यहाँ पे।
Very weak, but
they have to go for here.
Did they see him get underneath that window?
अरे भाई सीधा वार्ड करके उसके मुंह के आगे।
Trying to come in, trying to save the day.
Oh my goodness!
Not gonna happen.
MCY.
बहुत 3 बंदे डाल दिए MCY में।
It's all onto her. She's trying to come around.
लड़की भाई ये सीनियर। हील कर दे 1v1। रिवाइव कर रहा है, मार दे चल के।
Now MCY not keen to try to stop it now. Finally peeking around the
वाइड कर रहा है। अरे भाई MCY 14 kill.
They are just rolling right now.
Let's recollect our memories here.
भाई
with that incredible frag grenade play happened. I think the other side was MCY, wasn't it?
भाई ग्रीन ओपी किल पॉइंट कितने किल पॉइंट्स बने यार।
8, you're right.
सिस्टम ऑसम है, वही ऑसम सिस्टम है ना भाई, तभी तो गेम इज बेटर देन BGMI। भाई थर्ड पार्टी करने गए MCY के, MCY ने पेल के रख दिया भाई। 14 किल, 4 किल दे दिए उनको जाके वहां। 10 के बाद सीधा 14 किल्स हो गए इनके पास।
And they have all 4 members now with 2 green flags shotted.
I like what TB did there though, trying to take advantage. You know,
TB गए बेचारे, देखिए 2 प्लेयर भाई हवा से आ रहे हैं और जाके सीधा
2 down. You've only got 2 that have guns. There's 2 in the
अंधा रश बोल के ना इन्होंने अंधा कर दिया अपने आप को।
was incredible from MCY on the defense.
And the thing about TB was that they were going in as the
MCY तो फेवरेट हो चुकी है मेरे को लग रहा है इस टाइम। जो खेल रहे हैं वो भाई गाड़ी घुमा के बंदे पेल रहे हैं जो।
just came back with the green flag gun, so they're not really seemingly members that you want to count into that fray, but MCY
भाई क्या खेल रहे हैं MCY, बिल्कुल भाई बिल्कुल फाड़ रहे हैं भाई। अभी जब 2 वर्सेस 4 किया ना इन्होंने, मजा आ गया।
This team is
लड़की है भाई इनकी टीम में, ये जो सीनियर ना लगा के लड़की बन गई है। 1080 पे मजा ही कुछ और है। बिल्कुल भाई मैं भी 1080 पे में करके देख रहा हूँ।
Is it too early to call them favorites of this tournament?
No, it is definitely not. They are almost double the points of the next team. They have to be favorites.
ये फेवरेट बन चुके हैं भाई, ये फेवरेट है अपनी MCY।
The thing about them is they looked really good for the first match, and the more matches we play, they seem to disappoint us of the high standard they really established in that first match.
Yeah.
And that's kind of disappointing to see, but we'll see if they can bounce back in these later few matches that really can get them back up again.
Yeah, I don't know where the confidence went.
Yeah.
To make some, driving maneuvers, and it just seems like they're not quite as on the ball as MCY is right now. MCY is on another level compared to everybody else, so teams got to start getting aggressive.
भाई आज से ग्राइंड करना छोड़ दो,
you can see that
गाड़ी चलाना शुरू कर दो।
right now they're trying to
NFS की प्रैक्टिस करो।
trying to get points through the positioning, but you have to find kills. You just
रिफ्लेक्स दिखाना छोड़ दो, गाड़ी चलाना शुरू करो।
At this point, if you want your names mentioned, you have to make a play, and right now you're at bottom place with 0 kills for this game. We're not going to mention your names yet. Sorry.
Well, a few teams have 0 kills.
No.
2 teams do.
Okay, TON.
Yeah.
But they did well on the first match.
Yeah, I know. TON looked really good in the beginning. All right, well, just bouncing around, checking what's going on around them as MCY, just likely preparing for a potential breach.
They will get one.
Top 4 teams बची हुई अपने।
Nice.
4th पोजीशन का एक पॉइंट आपको मिल जाएगा इजी।
I don't know if that really means that it was ordered by MCY, but it does land towards TON though.
Well, it's a range, right? When you
scouting drone.
We haven't seen this yet.
It's so slow. I never use it.
Is it really visible? Like, can you see it really easily?
Yeah, it goes on your pistol position.
Yep.
So you can use it instead of a pistol.
Okay.
And it does go very slowly as you saw, but it does.
भाई आज से ट्रेनिंग में गाड़ी की प्रैक्टिस करूंगा 24 से 3 बजे तक 12 से 3 बजे तक बिल्कुल भाई मैं कह रहा हूँ
I used it and I stopped using it after that.
गाड़ी की प्रैक्टिस करो भाई बाकी चीज करना करो गाड़ी की प्रैक्टिस मस्त है
Yeah, you can shoot it on the air just like a delivery drone. But the reason I don't use it is that yes, I get information, but
भाई
so much time.
गाड़ी में बैठ के चुके 4 बंदे रेडी हैं भाई ये लोग गाड़ी यात्रा करने के लिए
various fire shots that come from the exact same position.
Right.
I don't know.
यहाँ पे ये टीम बची है कुछ 4 प्लेयर्स
Most players would rather use their money for flares.
Sure.
The green flares and the red flares.
Oh, you could pick it up, dude. You could pick it up as a farm.
You can pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's pretty rare, but you can pick it up.
अब यहाँ पे गाड़ी वर्सेस गाड़ी होने वाला यार MCY के साथ MCY भी रेडी है WD भी वेट कर रहे हैं
Well, they guaranteed some
अरे भाई अफवाह रोज करती है गाड़ी की प्रैक्टिस
Yeah, that's something.
That's something, yeah.
Meanwhile, MCY is just hunting, just mad maxing people.
And they are split 2v. Oh, I think I did see the UI a little bit wrong. They have all 4 players here. This basically has been their play for all day long.
बस गाड़ी में बैठो और शुरू हो जाओ
Preferably in a Volta.
It works. Yeah, the Volta seems to be the optimal vehicle.
ये तुमको पता ही नहीं क्या वोल्टा बहुत खतरनाक है भाई हम लोग वोल्टा ही चलाते हैं
I think the speed, the maneuverability of the Volta.
Look at all that loot.
बस पंचर करना है यहाँ गाड़ी का पंचर कर दो एक बार उसके बाद तक कहीं की नहीं
It's
रही
like
गाड़ी
Christmas came early.
Yeah.
How early? Did you ever get in trouble opening your Christmas presents early?
10 months early though. We're at February.
Hey,
you know what?
Look.
भाई अगर ये गाड़ी चलाने वाले बंदे BGMI में होते ना तो इनकी पेटी सबसे पहले बनेगी
Yeah, more importantly, did you ever like when you were a kid?
वो तो है भाई BGMI में बहुत जल्दी पेटी बनेगी
Did you like try to peek them open, like try to open the tape a little bit?
I actually haven't.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're way better kid than me.
I was a good boy.
I was definitely not. I was always trying to figure out what was inside of it.
Wow. And that curiosity sort of peaked in your...
Yeah.
Another scouting drone. That's a Christmas gift.
There you go. Might as well.
Well, MCY has literally nothing better to do with all their surplus of money.
Do you think they'll try to drive at TON if they spot them here? Do you think they'll just like load up in the cars and be like, let's do it?
I see why they do really need to because they're at the center circle and the circle has swayed away from TON's position. So back to that question that you were asking, I think MCY is just literally just spawning out TON exactly where they are. I don't think they spotted them yet, actually. But once they do, I think they will move over to the center circle again. They are pretty much dominators, the conquerors of this whole playing field that we see here. No one's really going to go up.
गन देख भाई डबल M24 नहीं चला रहा है MCY वेंस डबल M24 ने लेके बैठा है
NMG though.
वेक्टर इनकी वेपन्स भी देखो यार शॉटगन और DBS चलो ये तो स्पॉन हुआ था बिल्कुल फिर भी शॉटगन और DBS चला रहा है बंदा ये DBS एंड M4 चला रहा है
It is 2 players of TON that they're going up against, so MCY does feel like the favorites.
पंचर हो गया
Bullets pinging off the outside of the vehicle. WD quietly still on the outer edge.
भाई फोड़ दिया MCY ने
What?
फोड़ दिया MCY ने भाई
That wasn't supposed to happen though.
यहाँ पे मौके का फायदा उठाते हुए WD वाले मौके का फायदा उठाएंगे और ये खेल के जाएंगे
Big moment there. WD finally comes alive and strikes.
And you know what? All they needed was timing, and that timing could not have been any better, except that one. But WD.
Are they not gonna finish the job?
Hey, they have more work to do, and it seems like they want to go up against TON. The 2 members, if they can confirm that it's only 2 players, they go in more aggressively here.
But this works. Okay.
Mid फेंका उसने
Very nice.
पीछे फेंक दिया
Playing really smart here.
One of their grenades actually took out the other member off screen. Really nicely done. This is now for MCY just kind of okay. Well, you guys.
It is a 4v4 though, right? 8 players alive. Yeah, it is. But
okay.
Who's winning?
Oh boy, I don't know about this. You can see the grenades are prepped here, trying to find an angle. Oh, they drive around the flank, but they're already in the side. MCY losing members left and right, but 2 down.
Oh my goodness, from the roof.
WD. Yeah,
I don't think they even know that Repek is up on the roof.
I don't think they saw him.
It is 2v2 though.
I think they just wanted to get in the house first. What a spray. Repek,
the only one alive.
Trying to do what he can.
Now, for WD, though, this becomes really easy for them if they can think about it a little bit. If they know that MCY, the last member, is up on the roof, they just have to follow the circle, and MCY has to just jump off, making it a pretty easy kill for WD if they can just be patient.
Yeah, Repek the only one left, so for WD, you lock down the fort.
Exactly.
Don't let him get off the roof easily. Keep checking the angles. Listen for those footsteps. And then, punish him when he likely has to leave the top.
Should be easy. Should be easy enough. Repek's just going to try to hold it off as much as he can.
All right, they're out first. He's going for the heel. He could just try to wait it out a little bit, but
this has to be a win for WD. This is the perfect opportunity for them. 3 HP, and he does get away.
Oh my goodness. If he shoots at him, if he gets one hit.
That's it.
There it is. Okay. Well, a little bit different than the last game with the end, but WD goes from the bottom of the standings to winning a game.
A sequence of very, very smart plays, a very decisive moments when they had to attack, when they had to retreat. They made all those right decisions all the way up to the very end. Even to the very last moments, a lot of teams might have just kind of startled and they might have just freaked out and just kind of go for whatever plays that they can throw at him. But they understood their situation. They understood that the last member of the opposition had a member on the roof, and he just could not escape as easily as the other team can. So WD, they're going to really deservedly win this next match, and we didn't talk about them much, but now they're starting to get some headlines here.
What is the end? I know the end of their name is Strawberry Jam.
What is it's bread.
Ah, bread.
It's bread and strawberry jam. Okay. Yeah, bread and strawberry jam. Very straightforward.
Yeah.
Team name.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
It's a good combo.
Yeah, heck yeah. By the way, 18 kills for MCY in that game.
Really?
Yeah.
18?
18.
In a single game. And we only
game.
have 32 players though.
I know.
That's a lot of kills.
They did a pretty good job there. That was, I mean, look at this. They're just clinical, right? Grenade in, finish with the gun.
Kyungju is really good, and Beams is really good. Everybody's really good.
Everybody's really good at this. They're smart. They're well coordinated. They make the right decisions at the right time. This defense here against TB, who I thought made a pretty good decision, just couldn't execute.
They just were the better team. MCY, you talk about players that haven't contributed to the team, I just can't think of one. Beams, in his own moments, he did well. Repek, at the very end, he held out until the very last moments. And jeez, man.
I love it. Just WD just knows right where to drive.
And these are a series of smart plays that I was talking about. They knew they were under attack, and that was the moment they struck it and had that really advantageous win. And even in this moment, they kept their cool, they stayed their composure, and we just waited it out. Put the bait out there with the vehicle and made an easy kill for the end for the guy that's stuck on the top of the roof.
Yeah, I think WD just needs to just learn a little bit. The first 2 games or 3 games, it was a little too passive. Now they see that, if they pick up the pace a little bit, they go for the big moves, they can profit.
And it doesn't have to be super aggression, the hyper aggression that we see from MCY. That's not the only way you win this game of New State. We saw a completely different approach from WD. Passive when needed, aggressive when needed, and making those right choices at the right moments really can help get you a nice win like this.
Yeah, absolutely. MCY just seems on another level right now. They're
good.
Everything they do well. The attack, the defense, it's all good, man. They are quickly running away with this thing, and what was that, our 4th game?
That was our 4th game.
So we're halfway done today. We have 4 more to go. Next lobby, I can see it loading up, so shouldn't be too much longer here, ladies and gentlemen. And we will be into our 5th game of the day, which means we're halfway in, which means a lot of new states still coming.
Now, I want to hear your thoughts right now on
Sure.
the current state of TON. Where are they at?
In the lobby.
Oh. Expert analysis right there. Hey, you got me there.
I think they just, I don't know, they looked really good in the first couple games, and it looked like they were aggressive and doing some of the stuff the other teams do well, and then they just kind of fell off the map. I don't know what happened. They don't seem to really be. I think you actually have to be pretty aggressive in this game.
Sure.
I think actually it pays off to really find the right moments.
And especially in this format too, in the point matrix that we have, with
Yes.
1 kill giving off 1 point, and even getting a chicken dinner giving off 5 points at the end. We want to see exactly what can happen in these next 4 matches, because we're halfway through and we're gonna see what happens.
All right, match number 5 begins now here at the New State Mobile Open Challenge.
I think for the first time ever, we're seeing City Hall included in the circle. City Hall's an interesting place because it's not multi-layered and it's not multi-floored in a sense, but as the other big buildings out there. But it does hold a lot of loot, and it does seem to be niche favorites of some players out there.
Oh, okay. Well, it is a little bit further south. Yeah, this circle just barely. A lot of them had Swanton in it to start in Anchorville, but this one does not. So, again, nothing super different initially with this circle, but again, you never know where they go. It's all random, so we wait. Will there be another fight at the beginning? The mall fight, largely disappointing because nothing happened. They just kind of pieced out.
Yeah, but TON is not going to get a competitor this time around. They're going to be the only ones to land at the mall, with NMG, their previous competition, dropping off at the exhibit hall, very much on the northern end of this new circle that we got for match 5.
Yes, it looks like Loganville going to be a little bit more
Loganville
interested.
This is a very widespread position of Troy, and all these houses, you can see they're very, very far away, far apart from each other, and distance and Oh, no!
Vermouth shot him out of the air?
From the parachute.
Oh.
With the pistol, I think. Oh, no, no,
Oh
no.
my.
You got the early AR.
Oh, my goodness.
You
No
got the early AKM.
way. That is just...
That feels bad.
That's the, oh, man.
I don't know what to say to that.
It feels just a little bit bad, but this is Vermouth. He's been really, really good this whole time. Now DG98's turn. Clips the head.
They're mad. They're mad about what happened in the last game. They're here to take their anger out on other teams. It doesn't have to be the team that really gave them the angerness in the first place.
Get out of our drop spot. They don't like it. Pre-fire around the corner. More pre-fire. Spins around. Tries to do something. Nothing to be found here. KRS. This is looking pretty one-sided. Only one member left, and they just
I know we're playing. I know we're playing Battle Royale here, but that was scary.
that
was
like
scary.
A horror game.
Yeah, why does it have to be so scary here?
Yeah,
that
not
was
sure.
frightening.
Well, are there ghosts in the game?
No.
Vampires?
No. Oh, well, there's a vampire skin.
See? Okay, so...
Justified scary?
That's what you get for bringing the vampires into the game.
Hey, don't yell at me. I mean, the devs brought it in. It wasn't me. I didn't give them the free Paperton idea off the top of my head.
Yeah, well, not yet. No.
Well, okay.
I'm doing all the heavy lifting here for you. But.
All right. Just saying.
We wait. As now circle did shift down in the south, so I am excited. We get to see probably a little bit different part of the map here.
I'm interested to see what TB's approach is coming into this next match. They seem angry, to say the least, of what we saw them in the complete wipe of getting the 3 kills early in this game, and they are at 3rd place in this current position.
Well, sometimes a bad, previous game, you quickly adjust. You go, okay, that didn't work. We tried something different. We can go back to our aggressive play. Here we're just kind of fish in a barrel, basically, there for WD. Yeah. So let's get aggressive. Let's TON in that case. But TB, similar ideas here.
And for WD, I think they are the team that doesn't like to be so aggressive in the early game. They wait for the right moments in the mid to the late games, is what we saw from the previous match, and might just seem more or less the same here in this match number 5. But WD peacefully farming out in the outskirts, and they are away from the circle, but they will have no problems getting back in. They're not so far away from it.
Yeah, it seems like the first couple circles are pretty manageable for everybody. You can get a Volta, you can, call in your crates as you so please, and
that's a red flare.
What do you think? What did he pick up? I can't tell if he got one on his back.
I think he got a scouting drone. Did you really pay for a scouting drone this early in the game?
I don't know.
Kyungju? I'm not the one to question his decision.
I'm not questioning anything MCY
all I'm saying,
does.
though, it's like, why not just get a red flare?
Maybe their plan is to try something similar to that last game, take a central kind of smaller compound and just try to lock it down.
And speaking of the center here, it is going to be centered around Cornwall, which no one has positioned themselves in. And the next closest one is going to be Loganville, held by TB, as you saw from earlier. We'll see what happens, though. The Loganville has been a pretty significant drop for TB, winning out their position against the competitors. And we'll see how that pays out for them.
Yeah, vehicle waiting. You can take that in the garage, of course. And Pack. Great name.
Yeah, it's not a backpack. It's not a backpack.
Yeah, it's pack.
He refuses to be a backpack.
Yeah, he's packing his own pack.
There
Smart
you go.
man. Independent.
Independent, you say that? That went really far in a hurry. Wow.
Hey.
Okay.
I'm just giving him some credit. He's got a good name. It's not just 4 numbers strung together.
Hey man, we said to each other we weren't gonna diss their names
you're right.
unless they did well, and they did well in the last match.
Oops.
No more dissing 1s and 2s.
I might have forgot on purpose, but I forgot.
That's a good one. Like that. Forgetting on purpose.
Yeah, I forgot on purpose.
I like that.
There are trams in this map. I'm sure people have noticed. We don't talk about them because they're kind of just there.
No one really utilizes them to their full potential.
No, they're there to just look cool. Because they do look cool.
I think vehicles are infinite times better than a tram.
Yeah.
Because they're, first of all, controllable.
Right.
Yeah, you can't control the tram. You can't control where it goes. Even if it goes outside of the blue zone, you can't stop it.
You're just stuck on it.
Yeah.
And then what are you going to do?
And
can the tram run you over?
It can. It can. It actually beats the vehicle in a bumper car.
It does.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But on the other hand, the tram also infinitely slower than a regular vehicle.
Yeah, they're really slow.
They're really slow.
Well, you have to be able to get on them,
Yeah, but like
your average person can't.
But in real life, like you don't get on a running tram. Running tram.
Yeah.
You know, like,
but Jackie Chan could.
Supposedly, everyone here is Jackie Chan. They can get on a running tram.
Yeah, it's New State. The New State person, the avatar, is like a peak performance athlete.
Peak performance, you say, yeah.
Olympic athlete.
Well, here's MCY, 4 peak performers that we've seen all throughout today. They like some kills.
Well, are they just gonna kind of?
They're coming back. I'm telling you,
circle.
Yeah, they're coming back.
I was gonna say
these guys are not running away from a kill opportunity.
Well, they're gonna get out. They're gonna position a player to try to fight
2v2.
Cover the angle on the cross. This is smart here. MCY creates a crossfire.
Oh my
Instantly.
God! What?
Roast them. One left.
No!
They're gone. Oh, they're just better. They're just better.
That was 2v4.
The drop and the pivot around that player that you drop. It's so smart. You know that the other team is pulling the same shenanigans that you are.
Sure.
And you just say, okay, cool. We're going to drop one here, and he's going to like double the amount of firepower we can put in your vehicle.
That was against NMG, though. Current 4th place team. They weren't a bad team.
Unbelievable. No, NMG's really good.
They're good. And,
MCY is just that much better.
But MCY is playing a different game than NMG is.
Yeah, NMG is playing checkers. MCY is playing backgammon.
3D chess.
3D chess?
Yeah, not even chess. Not even chess.
Well,
3D
isn't chess already 3D? Sort of. I mean, I understand the board is 2D, but
you got the reference,
the pieces
right?
are 3D, of course.
Yeah.
Isn't it 4D chess?
40? Was it 40 chess?
I don't know.
I'm talking about Big Bang Theory.
Oh, Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen Big Bang Theory?
Nope.
Chat.
So you have to understand.
What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of it?
Roast me all you want.
Yeah.
You have to understand. They're not real physicists.
Come on, it's a sitcom.
I know. It's good, I'm sure. Ooh, somebody just blew up.
But here are the next series of victims for MCY. They're happy for guests.
Hey, we talked about it. TON needs to get aggressive, and I like the idea. They have a knock, but they already lost a player, so
they picked out the wrong opponents. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I mean, you kind of at some point have to try to shut MCY down, but it's not happening. They're just
they did get 1 knock, but in the cost of 3 knocks and 2 deaths.
Yeah. Wasn't ideal.
Not the best equalizer, I have to say, but
I like the confidence.
Sure, but you're here to win.
Absolutely. But again, MCY was starting to run away with it. You kind of have to try to shut him down. You know, you might just feed him more points, sure, but they were probably going to get him anyway. Ooh.
My gosh. And just 1 kill away. That's it. Just like that, with no players dead, they pick off the 2nd place team and the 4th place team. They're still playing 3D chess, I'm telling you. And go watch Big Bang Theory.
I mean,
it's good.
Is it like a different kind of chessboard? Is it?
It's actually not a big part of the entire story.
Oh.
But it's a significant part of the story.
Do you know how to play 3D chess?
MCY
does.
They explained it. The characters have explained it throughout about 50 episodes.
Did they ever play it on the actual?
They did. And it's a 3-dimensional board. It's not a 2D board.
Oh.
So it goes
actually
it goes
3D.
upwards.
Okay. Well, they play. Is it like they play it in Star Trek? So anyway, hold the phone. Another team's trying to see if they can
Why
ruin
challenge it?
MCY just is too good. They're just that much better than
Why do you want to challenge them?
Oh.
Why?
It's just over.
No, but why do you want to challenge them in the first place?
That was the first fight. Okay. That was
okay. We're going back.
We thought it was happening again. It was like deja vu.
Yeah.
We're like, no.
Our minds are
Stop.
defaulted at the fact that you just don't fight against MCY.
Not right now.
You just don't do it. Why do you do it?
Try something else. I don't know what, but everything everybody's tried against them has basically not worked.
Oh my god.
Well, WD did win the game, with a member of MCY stuck on a roof.
You know what? This is off the screen, but I do want to kind of reiterate exactly what's happening. MCY is purposely, intentionally outside the circle, roaming around with their vehicle, looking for food.
Looking for food?
Looking for food. That's about as accurate as I can call it.
Like a cat.
They're just roaming around. They're not even interested in getting inside the circle.
It's fine. They don't need to.
They are. They're just roaming around.
They're probably just, A, checking to see if anybody's around the backside.
They're hungry.
Yeah, and B, they're just that much better. They can do, grab whatever they need. They can kill anybody.
You know, if you're MCY, you feel kind of good at this point when the prize pool is about $150,000 for the first place, and you're creaming on everybody else at this point. You feel kind of good.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. No doubt about it. Well, they're just going to set up on the edge. It looks like they're calling some drones in to give themselves a little bit of utility. I think that might be part of their strategy. Like, if anybody's around, they just kill them, grab their money, grab their stuff. And then also, all right, if nobody's there, that means we're free to call in our drones, get our utility, get what we got to get going, and give ourselves, like, even more ability to win these games.
Okay, we do see AD looking for the chances to go for these crates here.
Oh, no.
Not the best of choices.
Oh, no. Pack. I was bigging you up earlier, and now you're down. I'm sorry.
He's really not back. Hey.
Nice.
Hey, all I'm saying is, though,
nice.
When we talk about MCY, though, normally when teams are stuck on the edges of the circle,
yeah,
we see they're scared. They're not as confident to go to the center of the circle.
Yeah. That's not true.
That's the typical story, but
that is not true. This should be a death.
Okay.
What's going on? There we go. Wait. Okay. Now? Oh, yeah. Okay. Finally. That took a long time.
But Plux is still stuck inside the house, and he's just trying to. What's he doing? I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, he's got a grenade. Okay, he's got a frag grenade. But he's thinking about. Just didn't do anything yet. Oh, he's got a grenade in hand. Just spin around the corner and shoot him. Shoot him! Oh no!
And he still gets the kill.
Clux, how does he get that kill?
How? And that's the Vector. I love Vectors.
True. The Vector is really, really good. The rest of AD trying to figure out a way to do something about this.
Sort of confused as to why they're even thinking about this match. They were supposed to be the clear winners out of this, and I think that should be it. Yep.
Yeah, somebody waited for him. They knew they had a good one.
Here's MCY though.
Oh, MCY has found the bad boys, and surprise, surprise, already taken one down. Will they be able to cleanly wipe out a few more? The bad boys kind of scurrying on the first floor, and they're getting shot as they're going up the stairs. A little bit of damage done. Oh, MCY's up here already.
And he still doesn't lose.
Oh, Kyungju.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, just unbelievable stuff. Look at how coordinated they are. One after the other.
Oh my God.
Gone.
And not a single knock on their side.
Yeah, they're trying to break their record from the last game. They're like 18 kills in one game. We can do better than that. I bet we can wipe the whole lobby by ourselves.
That will be 28 kills, paper thin.
Yep.
I did my math.
You said you got a B+ in physics. That means you know your math can't be that
in
bad.
high school physics.
But still, your math has to be like adequate.
I did all right. Yeah. Okay. Goodness me.
All right.
I
don't even know what to say anymore. I'm just like watching MCY as they like control this world. I mean, they're just the puppet masters, and we're all just little marionettes that are dancing on strings.
Everyone who's watching this game right now can see that same table on the bottom right. See that MCY has 59 total points. That is more than double of the second
yeah,
place.
they more than double.
More than double.
TV has 2 points.
They're actually going to get a kill against MCY?
Nice.
Oh my goodness!
There we go. Long range shooting. That's, you know, if the close range stuff doesn't work against MCY, if the drive-bys don't work, if crashing their compound doesn't work, sniping is the answer.
But you know what? Surprise, surprise. MCY probably has 10,000 drone credits that they can use for 4 green flare guns if they choose to.
Oh, God, that's a good point. I mean, they're probably just loaded with money.
Yeah.
Shoot the tires out. Smart as well.
TV's doing the best thing that can be done against a strong squad like MCY. We'll see if that makes them better than MCY, though.
What do you think MCY's response is going to be? Are they just going to camp this out, just wait for these circles? You know, TB's kind of got them pretty well surrounded. There aren't a lot of teams left because MCY has killed most of them.
I mean, they're in a good position, so I think they're going to opt for the green flare gun in their current position, bring the 4th player back, and just loot him up. And even in the next circle, they'll probably be in the safe zone, I would imagine, unless the circle sways way far away. But for right now, TV is being as proactive as they can possibly do.
All right, well, I think that green flare is coming, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Veems is on his way.
Okay.
You can see that flight marker.
In the top left?
Yeah. On the top left. Says
All right, well, let's see how safe this is. There's a lot of players around.
they should be fine. I mean,
so?
this circle should not run away from them that easily.
I think Vermouth's
Yeah,
going to hit.
just about.
I think Vermouth's going to hit an insane snipe shot.
Okay.
I'm calling it right here.
Well, I mean, Veems is up in the air now. He's literally a falling body.
This is what I'm saying. Shoot him out of the air. He's got the M24,
They must be able to see him.
I believe. Come on.
Oh, please, please, please.
Here we go.
Please, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No shot. Oh,
there's
26,
a hit.
26.
There's another.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh, come on, don't reload. This ain't the time for reloading. 28 damage. Oh, he didn't get him.
Oh,
Beams are safe.
I thought Vermouth could do it, but not quite.
Not with an SMG from about 250 meters away.
Well, I mean, Vermouth had the M24.
Oh,
That's
did
what
he?
I was
Okay.
hoping for. I was hoping for that. Like the craziest shot you'll ever see.
Sure.
That's literally all I was looking for.
Obviously, unequipped, you would get a one-shot with the M24, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Especially if it hits that.
Yeah. Well, TB, they've had their share of fun, but they're gonna just try to roam in now into this next circle where Vermouth is trying to join in with him.
Meanwhile, AD's like,
Where?
well, we already kind of scuffed it during
Oh.
another fight. Let's be a little bit safer. We don't want to fight MCY. Like, my guess is like if you're gonna fight MCY at this point, like you got to let somebody else like start the fight.
Yeah.
And you got to come in and try to finish.
They have voluntarily trashed their presence in this game.
Who?
AD.
Oh, well.
They choose to not exist in this game.
Yeah, that's fine. You're doing what WD did, earlier, waiting for your
Speaking
moment.
of,
Wait, yeah, exactly. Waiting
WD's
for your
here.
moment to strike. You gotta wait.
and all of a sudden, WD seemingly figured out how to win these games, and they're up in here in this top 4 position with all 4 members. And I wouldn't be surprised if they really try at it again.
The tortoise won that race, not the hare.
All I'm saying. But the hair of MCY, though,
I know.
that's
They're
a big,
pretty,
that's a fast hair. That's a dangerous rabbit
Yeah.
hair.
A hare is a rabbit. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
think.
a rabid hair.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Rabid.
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice. Good pun.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
No.
Oh, okay. Then I'm not gonna. Well, there's a rabbit that has sharp, pointy teeth in it. He's
Really?
he kills a bunch of people. They're like, he's just a rabbit. He's not scary. And like one of the characters is like, no, he's really scary.
That was the point.
And they blow him up with a hand grenade.
Why would they do that?
Well,
It's
you gotta
just
get rid of it somehow.
It's just the bunny, though.
Yeah, it's a comedy movie. It's not.
Goodness me.
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
It's pretty violent, though.
It is, but it's like a holy hand grenade. They just have the one.
Hey,
They
talk
save
about
it.
one, though.
Yeah.
You see that one little yellow dot on that new circle there? Everyone has to go for that now.
The yellow dot.
That's the golden house right now, inside this new circle.
Ah, okay. I see what you're saying.
MCY aren't moving yet. I don't know why. If I were MCY and confident with my individual skills,
I don't think they care.
do they not?
I think they're letting someone else try to attack it, and then I
Okay.
think they're gonna hit like second. I think they want to like let other people, because they're pretty close to the circle, so everybody who's further away has to move sooner.
So like a false sense of security.
Yeah, exactly. They're giving the other teams a false sense of security, and then they're gonna come in and just.
Oh man, we just got this big, nice house. How safe are we? Not.
TB's gonna take this house.
Yeah.
And then.
They are going 2v2 though. They're scouting around the area just to make sure that one house is indeed safe around.
Look at how methodical MCY is. Like they smoke their car just in case, make sure people can get in it safely.
Do they have all their tires though?
No. A lot of the tires got shot out. By
this
TB.
one might be safe.
How drivable are the vehicles?
Exactly.
Let me ask your
okay.
Let me ask your opinion.
Well, before we get my opinions, that's some snipes coming in from Vermouth. That's going to be huge.
Come on. All right, that's smart. Switch your rifle.
Oh, he's actually hitting him some shots too.
Okay, decent shots. Crossing, still doing a little bit of damage. Nothing serious connecting just yet.
Okay. And they are split 2v2 though. SlimYT and the other man. Oh, Vermouth!
2! A WD actually from DG98 off screen here. Found another one.
Okay.
See if Vermouth can finish the job. He's got a really good opportunity with this sniper.
Oh, he got it with the M24.
Yeah, he hit the damage, did not hit the head. So didn't find the knock on Aveems, but repack. Star player, well, MCY is full of star players.
Yeah. But SlimYT, he's going to be the joker of this play here. He's going to be all alone on the other side. He does see him. Vermouth spots him. Oh, they should show that action. They should not be looking at this. They should look at it right now.
Okay. Oh, yeah. He's got a really good opportunity.
Yeah.
Great peak shooting for Vermouth. He has been really good.
Right place at the right time.
Nuts. All right. The shot. Come on. We've been waiting for that like headshot with the M24. Not going to come through just yet as he's just waiting. There's smoke here. MCY now stuck in a really bad position. Now that they don't have the vehicles. Who is this?
WD?
Oh.
Where did his other three teammates go?
Yeah, I think they died.
He's just gonna... Oh, MCY.
Play zone got him. Well, some bullets first, and then the play zone got him.
Okay. Well, Kyungju does get the kill onto WD without realizing that he did get the kill.
Okay. That is going to be it. That is
wow.
TB.
TB.
I mean, MCY still racked up a lot of kills, but TB...
Top blade.
Top blade. That's 2 wins for them.
I mean, they look good.
Yeah.
But that's it makes it difficult for me to understand how they actually won. Because you talk about Vermouth being really, really good.
Yeah.
Being at the right position at the right time and with the right amount of skills, being able to pick up those crucial kills. But they always seem to come out as a surprise victors.
True.
And that sort of confused me as to how good this team actually is when compared to the rest of the competition. They are in second, yes. Yeah. But once they go to the finals, can we expect great things from them? I wonder if you saw anything else from them.
Well, yeah, it's hard to expect anything other than MCY being the best team in this group right now, right? I mean, solid play from TB, you know, kind of smart, methodical play. They put themselves in good positions. They're able to hold the lines pretty well, but right now, nobody seems to be able to hold a candle to MCY when it comes to just raw firepower. Look at they leave Repec. They get him out of the vehicle, and that creates a crossfire with this vehicle. It's insane. It's so smart.
And I feel like these guys have practiced this maneuver of this riding shots, just mastered it.
Yeah.
They are the best rider shots in this whole group stage day one.
No doubt. But and the presence of mind to drop one player off is so cool.
It's a lot of creativity in the midst of danger.
What do you call that? I'm trying to come up with a good name for that. You like drop one player off while everybody else keeps driving around you. I'm trying to think of a good name for it. I haven't come up with it yet.
I want to help you on this.
Work on that.
I want to help you on this, but
it's our task for this week.
We'll get it by the end of day 5.
Yes.
But in the meantime, I mean, TB, still a lot of question marks for me. I mean, Vermouth is really good.
Yes.
I just haven't seen enough from the other players.
Yeah, it's been a lot of Vermouth. DG98, though, in that last game had 6 kills. He kind of off-screen did a lot of good stuff. But really...
competition.
I get that.
So I think if you're MCY here, you're starting to ask a lot of theoretical questions of what TV is doing right that they're not being able to go overcome.
आर्य में म्यूट मीटिंग चल रही है मेरी, ठीक है?
And it's going to be a...
That's in my brain the rest of my life. That was so cool.
That was good.
But this, so far, in terms of just what's happening outside of that one moment where TV, you know, killed 3 people with 1 grenade to win a game when they're in the blue, amazing stuff.
Sure.
This is just MCY's world, and we're living in it.
Yeah, and MCY, where they're going to drop at this next match is going to be a question for all of us, but for now, we're going to once again go back to Loganville, down at the south where you see TV winning out their match against KRS in the match 5. Seems like the rematch is on, paper thin.
I wanna finish on the other side of the river, down by Shelton. Let's get over there. Let's make this really difficult for our players. That's
what MCY should have done.
MCY is already kind of doing that, but some pistols out already.
P1911.
Look who it is.
Fairmoot.
Unbelievable.
He's good with an AR. He's good with a pistol.
He's better. He's better with that gun. Oh, he got some help. Okay.
Does get an MP5K for help, but we ain't complaining.
I mean, how is he still alive? Ooh, that's a knock.
Okay.
Okay. All right, KRS trying to turn it around. They got 1. The rest of TB, they got L, it looks like.
L is relatively safe, though, in her position. And they can easily get to the res, and Min Sajang and Clux, 2 members left alive. If I were them, I would not be trying to open up the fight again, especially against Vermouth here on the other side.
Look at this double angle that they're trying to take from TB, and a good escape.
Good roll.
Yeah, really, really smart here by Misajong. Just to get out of this, because I think he sensed that something unusual was coming, and maybe he even saw DG98 coming up on that hill. But that's just great awareness, great presence of mind to try to get out of this.
Oh, Vermouth is defeated for the first time!
Oh, the headshot with the ump.
The challenge accepted.
Sit down.
Get out of here.
Okay. Now TB, they did get that res onto L.
Well, here's round 2, DG98 versus, I think Clux on... Oh, actually it's Min Sajang. They're trying to avenge their teammate.
You can watch the stairs from this position. DG does have a grenade. And looking to throw it up in here. First one explodes.
Good read.
Yep.
Understand exactly what the opponents have in mind.
And Min Sajong has some pretty good ideas. That one, just in case there's somebody out on the balcony.
It is going to be a 2v1, 1v2. Oh, and he wins the 1v2. Min Sajang wins the 1v2.
Unbelievable. This looked so good for TB. It looked like nobody was stopping them, and now you've only got the last player coming up behind, still able to flush through.
Is he gonna complete the?
Now he's got reinforcements. L in trouble.
Okay.
L gone.
Is that it?
That's
the end of TB.
That's the end of TB. Your second place team out early to KRS.
KRS. I mean, we definitely put them as underdogs coming into this rematch on Loganville.
Sure.
Man, that's what happens.
There you go.
WD versus MCY, though. In these trash loot area, why? What makes these houses so valuable?
Well, I think WD is trying to, like, slow play it.
Sure. MCY is not allowing that.
Yeah.
Clearly, with 2 deaths already.
I think MCY is just anything they see, they're just hungry for. Ooh, the prone on the stairs.
He didn't even see it.
It didn't matter.
Didn't even see him. MCY casually picking up 4 kills once again. Actually 3 kills. Who took the 4th kill?
I'm not sure.
Oh, WD still has 1 member alive. Where is he? Jam!
Oh, Jam is, yeah.
Jam is still alive. What a jam.
It's a jam in the rough.
That's all you need, really.
He really makes these rounds jam-packed with action.
That's what I'm saying. Alright, he's got the green flare gun. shoot up in this guy. I think he ordered a second green flare gun, actually.
Heck yeah, I would.
KRS feeling pretty good, but AD sees the blood.
I don't know if they know.
Smells it.
I don't know if KRS knows that AD is here yet.
The footsteps are not audible from that distance, I think. I think it's a little bit too far away.
Yeah. So AD probably just waiting to spring a trap.
But they are looking towards that direction, though. Maybe sensible and maybe aware.
He looks, trying to find the angle.
Well, they definitely hear him now.
Well,
with the vehicle.
Now there's no question.
Yeah. AD, they can go to this 4v2 looking very, very good. They smell the right opportunity to go in. Can they finish?
Spray through the window gets one.
Okay. Just one more. But it's against Minsadang, who's been spectacular in this match number 6.
The other 2 members are currently in mid.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Free kill.
Maybe?
Free food.
Maybe?
Free food.
Nope.
Those are harder to hit, though. I mean, putting away the crit on that one, but those are hard to hit.
And tried, but not able to find it. Now the challenge becomes when you land to get the guns, get the utility, and try to be a effective member of your team. AD, this didn't quite, I think, Hodel took a little bit of damage when he landed, but I don't think this worked the way AD expected.
Yeah,
I think
they should have been much more aggressive coming in, especially if they were aware that the 2 green flare guns had been shot up in the air. It was basically a 4v2. They could have easily won. I think not enough aggressiveness, Paper Thin.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they could have been a little more, especially after that first knock. All right, grenade does hit Hodel. Perfectly bounced.
Does not have any gear, though. That's one way to put it, but Minsadang and Midas, how are they going to survive this one?
Well, they're staggered between these 2 houses. Club's still in knocked state here. We do have the DBS from Rache.
Okay.
Push in, get up the stairs, see if he can make something of it. Amin Sajong on the stairs is gone, and there's that DBS. Sit down, Midas. It is going to be AD. Took a little while, Joel, but
yeah,
they're able to come through with it.
They made the right decision, and they executed it. Not as good as we would have hoped, but in the end, the result is what that matters.
Yep. Well, good job. AD, very well handled overall. Bad Boys, still trying to see if they can find a little more success.
They have been pretty quiet.
Did they win the first game? Right?
Did they win the first game?
I think it was Bad Boys.
Yeah,
it was. They won the first game.
What about TON?
They won the second game?
Do you think so?
Maybe.
I'm thinking that TON won the first game. I can't be certain, but that's kind of how I remember.
I think it was the Bad Boys.
You think so? Okay.
I want to say because I saw their name on
They're 8th place, though.
Yeah, I saw their name on screen.
You saw their name on screen.
I saw Bad Boys, and I thought it was cool. Like,
oh, you're right. On the big screen there.
Yeah.
They did win one game for sure. I don't know if it was game 1, but the other games, but they did win one game.
Yes.
Not I remember, yeah.
Okay.
Well, speaking of previous victors, TON haven't had much to talk about with these guys since their one victory.
Now, is Troy in a specific country?
It is. You know, story-wise, it is settings around United States.
United States.
In the year 2051.
Because there are oil derricks, like the things that are pumping
Yeah.
oil on this map, so I was curious.
I think region-wise, they base it off on Midwestern United States.
Yeah, it looks a bit like where I'm from.
I'm from the South, so I'm actually not aware of what happens.
I'm from the Midwest. So.
Are you from the Midwest? Okay.
It looks a bit like it, yep. The colors of the trees and the grass and the rolling hills. Yeah, definitely a bit Midwesty.
Paper Thin approves.
Paperfin does approve.
Okay.
Looks like home.
It's all that matters.
That's,
you know, developers
we've discerned this, yes.
Investing so much money
into my ideas
and the efforts, all that puts in. All that matters in the end is Paper Thin's approval.
Yeah, TON is getting aggressive on this compound.
They need to do this.
Yeah, already here. I like this. Try to find some points. Try to breach.
Oh,
There's
nice.
one.
Nice.
That vector again. Did some serious work, but the return fire.
The meat.
Oof. TON falling apart. Tough now. It's TON trying to do something to recover. NMG though only down to 1 standing. Res is being attempted on both sides. TON hasn't had anybody flushed yet, so everybody's still alive. If that grenade is good, could it spell disaster for NMG?
They need to get the res on Ryukai and just get back on form, because it is basically guaranteed 4v2, even if they go. Both teams do get the res.
Yeah, I think TON should be able to finish the job if they're careful.
Okay,
Ooh,
okay.
Oh, there's a return. The trade is there.
Yeah, this is where the number game really makes a factor here, and it's going to be very difficult for NMG to pull this off.
On off.
Now, I don't like why Binu had to go up all by himself on that one when he had so many allies that he could just wait and to go up together.
Yeah, he just
that was rushed.
He gave a point over to NMG.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, you could still, potentially bring him back.
But I just feel like that wasn't very good decision making, knowing that it was a 4v2 guaranteed.
Right.
But on off, looking for a miracle.
Oh, the grenades. Not much damage done on either side. He gets another, but finally
close.
Somebody's there. And it is going to be the win for TON, but not a huge cost, I suppose, if they can get the green flare gun and get their team.
Just could have been better.
Yes.
It's all that ends up in the end. And MCY, very quiet. And by very quiet, we mean 3 kills, but
right.
Yeah, that's where they are going into this mid game here.
Yeah. It's funny to think about that, Joel, that 3 kills is quiet for
it's a quiet
team.
game. It's a quiet game for MCY. I literally meant every word of that sentence.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, you're absolutely spot on. I'm just laughing because of the, kind of the bizarreness of a sentence like that.
And it did not put out a joking connotation in that sentence whatsoever.
Yeah.
All right.
I know. I kind of know.
You know Sheldon, but you don't know. 3D.
I don't know. And I feel bad for not knowing.
Just for hints. Just for hints. Sheldon typically plays 3D chess with Leonard.
Leonard. That's okay.
Yes.
Now that you say that.
I can believe you.
There's.
MCY sees a parachute. They like that because that means more kills for them.
Because that means more points. Oh,
sideways vehicle doesn't matter.
No problem.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, a lot of damage done to them though.
TON. They feast on them. Seems like a spicy bite that they want to just kind of run away from a little bit before they get back in.
They're gonna they're gonna use the tram for cover.
That is a 200 IQ.
These guys are like light years ahead of everyone else.
Oh my gosh.
It's genius.
Where do they think of these ideas?
It's so good.
I'm actually very curious now. Who calls the shots in MCY?
Yeah,
because they're thinking of plays like this.
I mean, that's
not just
that's
mechanics.
so smart. Yeah.
It's not just mechanics. It's just brain IQ right there.
Right. Exactly. It's on the fly thinking like that.
Creativity at its highest.
You buy yourself time to heal, to do everything you got to do.
Well, TON looking pretty good at this next circle, though.
Yeah. Hey, you take him. Take what you can get.
Yeah.
But you still have MCY in the server, which concerns me. If I'm any team, I'm concerned. What is that? Like a spire-looking thing there.
Spire?
Hey, well, it was right next to MCY.
I want to get a second look.
I know.
I was looking away from
I've never
the screen
seen
just
it on the map. Yeah.
वैसा
It looked cool. It was like kind of like an.
उनकी टीम में एक लड़की भी ना
Yeah, okay.
MC की टीम में एक लड़की भी है शायद.
I don't know if you've seen them like in Korea. There's some of those like observatory towers.
Sure.
That aren't like super tall. They're like maybe like 10 stories tall.
Are you talking about the
केरला वाले की तो हालत खराब हो रखी है भाई.
Tower.
Okay.
Not that one. But like just like the ones that are in like parks.
मैंने कब बोला भाई?
But usually they're like on top of a mountain
क्लासिक
anyways.
क्लासिक अच्छा खेलता है. क्लासिक अच्छा खेलता है.
Not as significant.
Exactly.
Okay.
It wasn't a major stretch.
It was okay that we missed it.
It was cool looking.
Okay. But it was okay that we missed it.
Yeah.
All right.
Nobody's really missing it.
Okay. Wow. All right. Well, AD, Pack, you like this player.
I do like Pack. And I'm hoping that this turns into a battle. Because, I mean, MCY will, one way or another, I think ensure that this will be.
Lobby तो ये मेरे को लग रहा है अभी 6-10 out of 6.
Creativity only comes once.
Does it?
Out of 10 बोल सकता हूँ मैं.